Hey guys. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. All right, welcome back, y'all. I believe we are live. Welcome back to Religion Wing TV, and let's get right into this video. If you've been following along any at all, this is the fifth video of five so far. And we are going to get right into it. My family says hi, YouTube. Hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? All right, so let me get my banner going. I had to delete some of the slides, so maybe it'll work quicker. While we go ahead and get set up, I will go off camera for now. Oh, what the hell? Oh, this is weird. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Oh, this is so freaking weird. It's all good. It's weird though. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, it's weird. All right. It's a black screen, incognito, something. We'll get through it. All right, guys. So let me get my banner. Disclaimer, Fair Use Act here. Come on in. We finally made it to Canada. Y'all know the Bible verses 51 and 10. They're in all 5 of these videos so far. A clean heart, a renewed spirit, okay? We want the mind of Christ. Nobody else but that mind that came representing God in the earth, right? Not just when we go around the devil or demonic stuff, but really all the time. This verse here, Philippians 2, 5 through 11, we're only focusing on 5 right now. Mind be in you, which was also in Christ, the Yeshua, the Messiah, okay? So that's that. Now, I don't know what's what. How about we go, how about we go here first? All right, let's see if this comes up on the screen. You guys can hear me. Welcome back, y'all. So I took a little break. I talked to my family, did some other things real quick. But we're going to get into a story that comes out of Canada right now. And basically, it's about a young lady named Porsha Symone Thomas. Now, this is Lachelle Thomas right here, I believe. She started this petition to the Attorney General of Ontario's Caroline Mulroney and whatever else, 6 others. So she is the one on Facebook. It's a page called Justice for Porsha. I don't know if she's a sister, a relative, an older sister, younger sister, cousin, They do have the same last name. They look alike. When we get onto the Facebook post of it, they look alike. In all four other videos, I showed you the four other women he may be linked to allegedly in some way, whether it's the name, involvement, know of. We kind of went through the other four women. That was Alexis Ware. That was Alexis Star Hicks. That was Tajie Baker. That was Tia Hicks. And oh God, who was the other one? Don't do that to me. Where my damn piece of paper at? It was Alexis, Tia, Tajay, and she make the fifth one. Why is y'all doing that to me? Y'all know I'm tired. I've been at this thing. I worked a double today, okay? Trying to cover this story. Well, these videos that I've done, right? So anyway, we're going to get into help declassify the classified murder cases of Porsha Thomas and 48 other people. I don't know how 49 people come up dead in the back of somebody's house up in Canada, and the police get paid $30,000, y'all, in the midst of all of it, to be quiet and hush hush. And this girl says, no, hush hush. This happened. This is my family. My relative is deceased. And allegedly, she think her father did it, a guy named Fab. We're going to get into all of that. But she believed her father, and I told y'all, most people in Canada migrate there from Africa, the islands of the sea, in America for the most part, UK, you know. So they may have some Bohemian, I believe it is, heritage. And I don't know what the Dark Lord with Terrane Hicks nationality really is, but he's African like most of us. He's black. But I don't know if it's from the islands. I don't know. You know, a lot of people from the islands migrate to New York City, Brooklyn, and the other four boroughs down here. So I'm not really sure. But as you can see, this is Lachelle Thomas. I don't know. No. Lachelle Thomas may be in the picture, and this may be the young lady. I don't know who's who in this case. They're all this complexion, all pretty women. I'm not sure who's who. I can't sort the pictures out. Maybe when we get to Facebook, you guys can help me identify who's who. There's Porsha. There's her twin sister, Jules. They call her by her street name. Natasha Watts Thomas, or Thomas Watts, is the twin sister of the deceased woman we're going to talk about. And she is alleged to be dating Terrane Hicks, the Dark Lord. All right. Attention, everyone. So this, if you guys want, this will be linked below. I don't know if it's there yet, but I'll link these 3 or 4 links down below. So they have 1,106 people have signed. I believe this was all done back in like 2018. I'm not sure, but that's when the story went down. They want 1,500 signatures. All right. And let's get into it and see why. So, how many people we got in the chat? This is my normal, my usual. Shout out to you, whoever you are. This is all in commentary and just reading through what we have in front of us. Shout out to the 2 people in my chat now. Thank you very much. But all we're doing is just reading through what we have, all right? All right, so let's get into it. Attention, everyone. The petition is being censored as many signatures have disappeared or have been blocked from registering on the site. I would like to ask those who are sharing and signing the petition to message me or make a comment on Facebook or the petition comment section with the number of signatures displayed before or after signing. And it's a shame you have to do this when you're trying to get help for your family, right, wrong, or indifferent. There's people out there that attack your petitions, your pages. I mean, there's flagging, there's doxing, there's interference of all kinds, right? And it's a shame that people would go to the lengths to figure out how to. Most people probably were signing it that wasn't really on her side and was just, some people know how to woo their way in or pretend like they're on your side and sabotage you from afar, right? But it's a shame people have to go through this in this day and age, right? When social media is available to everybody and accessible. Not everybody had access to it, but it's for everybody. And people, once again, something that could have been good and started off good always end up bad when it gets in the hands of the wrong people. This way we can keep track of the actual number of signatures on the petition and report abuse. Thank you. All right. So this is that we're gonna get into this. She spill it all out in this petition. And then I think there's two Facebook pages, at least one. They look identical, but we'll see when we get to those two slides. So this writer goes on to say, I am asking the public to help petition Peel Police, to help petition Peel P-E-E-L Police up in Canada somewhere to reveal their findings of Porsha Symone Thomas's remains on November 15, 2017. So this is how far this story goes back. This writer goes on to say, I filed a missing persons report for my sister Porsha Symone Thomas on Wednesday, November 15, 2017. I shared information with the authorities that I instinctively believe that proved Porsha Symone Thomas's disappearance was caused by our father, Crispin Roy Thomas Jr. Now, family, I'm only reading what the petition says, okay? I don't get attached to these stories or have a spirit in it, let alone a demon. I don't have anything in this but to just share this with people who want to hear about it, all right? Like myself, because I never heard of it until yesterday. But apparently it's been going on since 2017. So this writer just said, I want to petition the police to make them investigate my sister's murder, and I think my father did it. Now, the father has spent some time in prison, what I know from reading through it earlier, and the father name is Fab, F-A-B. Our father, Crispin Roy Thomas, the writer, Jr., because there's a senior. Our father, Crispin, is Crispen, Crispin. Roy Thomas Jr., a.k.a. Fab, has been incarcerated since Wednesday, November 15, 2017. Is that in connection with the other bodies they found at this man's house? I'm not sure. Is it for his daughter? The way she's spelling it out here, he's never been charged with the murder of his daughter, alleged murder of his daughter, or disappearance of his daughter. But for her to be filing the police, excuse me, I apologize. For her to be petitioning the police, hold on one second, y'all. When I tell you this has been going on since 2017, whenever I talk about cases or really be into something and want to get through it, I have tickling going on in my throat. I feel like I want to cough, and I feel like my mouth is filling up with fluid, not mucus, just fluid. And it's been happening since I started going live over on Facebook in 2017. I apologize. But it seems like her dad's been locked up since November 15th, 2017. And we know that she filed a petition on this same very day. She said he's been locked up the day I filed a missing persons report for my sister Porsha. I'm going to leave off the Symone Thomas. We know that's her three names, right? And the police, and told the police our father is most likely responsible for her disappearance. Why would she think this? What was going on? 49 bodies were recovered from my father's staircase outside of his basement apartment. How do 49 bodies get in a staircase, built into the basement apartment? How does 49 bodies get there, y'all? Feel free to comment. One being my sister Porsha Symone Thomas. So out of the 49 bodies, the man's daughter was one of the bodies. Our father, the writer says, Crispin Roy Thomas Jr. is a special operative, whatever the hell that means, active member of St. Andrew's Lodge number 62. I told you them Freemason, the lodges, man, until they get back to the word of God, because most of them is based off of the secret societies coming out of Roman, Greco-Grecian, New World orders over there they like to bestow upon us. No, get out of them sororities. Get out of the Beta Phi Chi Kappa. Greek is not you. It's some African sororities or groups you can join, I'm sure. But all of that in school, college, and pledging, and that's all from the Romans and the Greeks, y'all. Even when you go to school to get an education, the influence of them in college is always on us everywhere we go. And we as Black people, we just glad we got educated, even by the devil. We just glad we was able to go to college. We was glad we able to pledge allegiance to our father. Who's your father? Who's your daddy? Satan is the father. The Messiah, God, is the father. Who's your daddy? I don't know. It's hard to tell nowadays because the influence of the wickedness is everywhere. Everywhere. But these sororities and these lodges, and I told y'all earlier, my grandfather had his own lodge. 33rd. Baby. One of the nicest men in the world. Did he do evil? Did he sit around and conjure up stuff? And I tell you what, he had a lot of women. Hey! I tell you what, a lot of people use the church and these organizations to get women. Ask John Gray. John Gray is a pastor, true indeed, but he using his cover up to get women. Because when his ass was out in the world trying to be a comedian and a rapper and a singer or whatever else he used to do, the women wasn't feeling him. But now he buying his wife $200,000 Lamborghinis. Everybody want his ass. I even was looking at him like, John looking kind of cute there next to that Lambo. Now let me stop. But that's what, when you don't know no better and ain't got control over your own soul, you're drawn away by your own lust to think these things and do these things, huh? Don't you know all of us would be dead right now according to Christianity? All of us done thought after something else that wasn't ours, lusted after something, and they said in Christianity, if you just think about a woman, you dead. You done committed a sin. Like, come on, people. The whole world would be destroyed right now if that was the case, if that was the truth. It may be some people's case, but it ain't all people's truth, okay? But these sororities and these lodges, and this number 62 is in Caledonia, Ontario. And see, you think it's just America. You think it's just, no, where there's Black people, where there's people, period. You're going to find some lodges, some temples, some mosques. You're going to find some stuff going on because black people have stuff going on, okay? I'm trying to tell you, I'm black, all black, but baby, we got a long way to go. So this is in Ontario in the Grand Lodge of Canada. When I read $30 million, I'm like, where Grandpa at? Cause Grandpa the one paid that $30,000. Grandpa, where you at? Grandpa, Thomas Senior, Roy, where you at, sir? God rest his soul and be so. But where you at? That's who we need to be talking to. Cause it seems like Grandpa got the money, okay? Now, they got it, y'all. Don't ask me how, but these people know how to get that kind of money and had that kind of money. And the Roy family, Roy Thomas family, the Thomas family in Canada, they seem like they're a well-to-do breed of family, okay? Now, listen. It's about to get good. His incarceration and the discovery of human remains have been kept secret by authorities as they accepted $30 million from my grandfather, Crispin Roy Thomas Sr., Moorish American, active member of Doric Masonic Lodge in West Palm Beach, Florida, the Grand Lodge of Canada, and the Bohemian Grove. I don't know if they're from like the Bohemian. It could just be a vibe, a name. I think these people have attachments to some islands, maybe to some. It could be Jamaica. It could be Guyana. It could be the Virgin Islands. It could be Bahama. It could be, you know. So it goes on to say, I have documented confirmation of these events during conversations with between November 15, 2017, May 2018. The man my family, hey, Chile. God have mercy on me. The man who my family hired to kill me and recently had child with my aunt Natasha Jules Thomas allegedly is, I believe, is it Terrane Hicks here? Listen, I don't know. She's going to mention the royal bloodline occult. She's about to get into some other things. But is there a Natasha Jules Thomas? Also, Natasha Watt Thomas, I believe. I'm going to read or say or hear again. Is there a Natasha hanging out with the Dark Lord, with Mr. Hicks? I know he has a girlfriend. I remember she was fair-skinned like these women here. But I can't really remember. But I do remember seeing him over on, I think it was Facebook somewhere. But I didn't pull all that up. But there's a family member, and she is the twin sister of the deceased sister that was found at her father's house. She said, my relationship with whoever, she left the name out because she probably don't want to mention his name. It's okay. It's okay. Her experience as I read through this is traumatizing because she said her family hired somebody to kill her. I overlooked that earlier. I knew that she said the family wanted, like he wedged or led a smear campaign against her. But if this is the same guy, then she's saying my family hired him to kill me. Is this the man, y'all? Is he connected with this family right here? My relationship began early 2014. I met him on Facebook and found out he was an intuitive reader and sought out his services. Baby, and until you start being intuitive and discerning to seek ye the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, I don't care how fine, how pretty, how dressed up these demons, allegedly devils, look like out here. You better stop consulting them. The Bible says, console and counsel yourself with the Lord. Don't be out here consoling intuitive. It say intuitive, 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 intuitive. Readers, readings, a reader, and sought out his services. So if this is the same guy, he started out doing readings on people. I don't know. I ain't following it like that, y'all. And sought out his services. And I think she's eliminating his name here on purpose. I became a regular client. See, if you become a regular reader of the word of God, you won't be consoling the alleged devil, honey, that some people say was on their phone with Alexis Ware, allegedly. You won't be consoling the devil when you read the word of God yourself. You know better, you begin to do better, people. And she sought him out on Facebook, and you see somebody come down the timeline. Oh, I could do your reading, and they sitting up there blinged out with money. That's what they said Vicky Dillard is doing. She had a lot of video throwing money up in the air, talking about how much money she make. That draw y'all in as if y'all gonna be the next person in line to do so. Only if you sell your soul, allegedly. Allegedly. There's all kind of money rituals. Go get it. Get it. But I told y'all there's a difference between wealth and riches. See, old grandpa here, Mr. Thomas, he took his riches to pay off the devil. That ain't wealth to me. Y'all think it's wealth. Y'all got a lot of money, got $30 million. Wicked. The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just, that Bible said. And I said, one, is the wicked really gonna give up their wealth? If two, why they ain't give you reparations yet? If you the just and you the one deserve this wealth. And I don't want nothing that belong to the devil. The Bible said, touch not the unclean thing. I told y'all, stop begging for reparations, acceptance, and all of that. God has a new thing for y'all. Not the new covenant in Jesus Christ in the church. He has a new thing for y'all. Stop begging the devil for. They not gonna give it back. If God came down right now and told them to print all the money in the Federal Reserves, you want to see a war break out? Give all the church, give all the money back to the people. Just like you was keeping church attendance to see how many people came up in your church so you can write that off in the government 501c3. Keep track and get them people back their money. You're going to see the devil rear his ugly head. If God came down and told the damn IRS right now, y'all, Caesar been dead longer than Jesus. Why you still collecting money from the people? I said, give the Caesars with his Caesar and give the God with his God. The IRS will do something. It'll do something. I don't know what it'll do, but it'll do something, try to get God not to take all that money. And I said to y'all, well, who in the hell do the IRS pay taxes to? Don't tell me to pay taxes to Caesar, and then Caesar ain't got to pay no damn taxes. But that's how the wicked got wealthy, y'all. Our ignorance, okay? Yeah, our ignorance. All right? So she met him. She leaving him nameless here, y'all. Listen, I became a regular client as his readings were very accurate. Now, this is a sister of the one he allegedly had the baby by or had the child by, right? Hold on 1 second. Let me turn this light on, y'all. Now, this is two different sisters. The sister that had the baby with him is named Natasha. And we're about to hear about her a little bit. And God bless you, ma'am. I don't know you. I'm only reading about you. I called you and Vicky Dillard a two-piece, a side order of a two-piece chicken. Originally, there was only 5 women that came up. And then I realized he was dating you or allegedly. So I only mentioned you out of respect. He got a woman, y'all. And her name allegedly, according to this report back in 2018, was Natasha Jules Thomas. And they allegedly had a baby. And I'm alleging she is like the madam or the mother of everything and be on his side. And I don't know. I've seen him with a woman before. I'm just not sure if it's Natasha. And I seen him with Vicky Dillard before. Not saying they in any kind of relationship. They was just doing a webinar kind of thing together. So I became a regular client as his readings were very accurate. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I told you the church reading is very accurate too. It's a church full of hopeful, hopeless, broken, trying to be built up, ashamed, downtrodden, struggling. Some people go with money just to go. There's all kind of different spirits in church. And all the pastor got to do is look out there and say, the Lord told me to preach on fornication. It's somebody up in here fornicating. Somebody need to hear this word. The Lord told me to preach on, and they just look out in the crowd and look at their audience. This is what I'm going to preach on this Sunday. Some of them may go in their closet, pray, come up with a Bible script, write a sermon around it. They know they got a church full of broken, struggling, hopeless people waiting for a Savior to come rescue them from the hands of the devil who gave you the Savior you waiting on in the form of Jesus, who the Bible says come after the workings of Satan. Who wants a God that comes after Satan? Our ancestors did so they wouldn't die. And they didn't take it like they had to go through some slavery, but they didn't reject it. We should still be rejecting it today. I mean, this all goes hand in hand. The Bible ain't just something that's good for the church. It's good for the world. And the world rejected the light, destroyed the light, destroyed the teachings and the workings of God in whatever scrolls, books, whatever he had. Whoever he inspired to give us this message, they came right behind it and turned it upside down again and made you believe their version is the right way. Stop, y'all. All these readings and tarot cards, y'all can't read and tell me when the hell the White House gonna fall down. Bishop Bernard Jordan, I shared the video and lost a subscriber. I shared Larry Reid live. I got up this morning. I saw I lost one. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. He predicted something back in 1990. Come on, man. Come on. I told you Nostradamus, what's his name? Predicted a whole bunch of stuff too, but a prediction and a freaking prophecy are two different things. Well, let me say Bishop Jordan prophesied some things or whatever back in the 90s. Come on, man. No. Keep it up or teach somebody else how to do it. Don't be prophesying a house and a car and all of that. No. Prophesy when the White House gonna come down. Prophesy when Jesus gonna come back. Prophesy when hello. We could be normal in this world based on our skin color. Prophesy something like that to me. I told you I'm not all with the church and what people. I just sit here and I go line by line, precept by precept. I'm a child of God. That's it. Don't title me up. Don't yoke me up. Don't put no chains on me. Because that's all them titles do. And then these people get in these rulership and leadership. They don't give a damn about your soul. They give a damn about getting rich. And they use the weak, ignorant sheep of the church to do so. And I'm like, where the hell people in the church get all this damn money from? Always hollering I'm broke. Hey, baby, huh? The most struggling is somewhat communities in the world sure know how to get to church and get that damn money to pastor though. And now that there's a pandemic, where is your pastor? Has he called you? Has he visited your house? Or did he jump his ass on YouTube and keep getting rich, keep throwing out this white Jesus, keep throwing out this demonic teaching, trying to find other ways? It's the same freaking message. They just deliver it to you differently. Ain't y'all tired of hearing that? When y'all know it's not progressing us anywhere toward where we came from. And I don't mean we all got to go back to Africa and jump on boats to get there. No, our minds could be renewed right here in America. But that's what God said. You're going to have you coming to the house of Egypt by ships this time, the land of bondage. That's what America, that's what Deuteronomy 28 and 68 is telling you. This is Egypt all over again, people. Yeah, they made it a little comfortable for us, but it ain't quite right. And why are we always going on their standards? No, knock it off. So, I know y'all want the story, but this goes along with the story. All right, so I became a regular client as his readings were very accurate. And when you don't know nothing about reading, you think somebody say, "Oh well, you could sense when somebody distressed. You can sense when somebody going through something, having relationship problems. All you gotta do is pick somebody's brain and talk to them, and then you say, well, this is the message I get." Start playing with them damn cards, flipping them over. I don't knock nobody for doing it. I never had a desire. I told you, I was that one to prove the word of God. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. We ain't need all this external. That's paganistic. Graven images, molten images, golden calves, dead gods that don't speak back to you. Give a damn, you look at a card and he got a jack of spade with a knife in his hand. That could mean anything. Shit. I know that word of God say XYZ. That means what it says. For you, the devil, me, anybody else. So his readings were accurate. About a year later, I found out that my Aunt Natasha Jules was also a client of XYZ. See, I was going to tell y'all this earlier, but did he have an affair with both these women? Because she said earlier the aunt had a baby with him, right? And now a year later, she find out that he dealing with the aunt as a client as well. She knew about the aunt having a baby by Mr. Terrane, but she didn't know that she was a client of his. That's probably how he got her pregnant, allegedly. She was a client and got a reading, and he said, the Lord said, you're going to be mine. Ain't that what they do in the church? The Lord said, you're going to marry her over there. Oh, and the Lord said, y'all, man, if y'all don't get the hell out of here, y'all don't knock it off today, honey. That's what they do in the church. Am I lying? Am I lying? Tell me where I'm lying at, all right? So she knew a year later, she said she found out her aunt was also a client. What I didn't know was that she wasn't his client, but his girlfriend. So did he date the niece? See, with all this, what I didn't know, is that she was his girlfriend. What does that matter? That's your aunt. She had a baby by him. Whether she a client or a girlfriend, if you ain't got nothing going on with this man, you wouldn't be emphasizing what I didn't know. Hey, I just getting readings. Hey, I'm just getting readings. That's it. I don't care who you got pregnant or who you go with, man. See, that's how you know. Just read and listen to what people are saying. Was this girl salty? She was dating this man. I'm not dating this man. Getting readings from this man. He might have been flirting with her allegedly. Something could have happened allegedly. You talking about his readings is accurate, and then all of a sudden, when you find out the aunt had the baby or the aunt had the baby, and then you found out that the aunt was the girlfriend, then the readings become inaccurate, right? Allegedly. Is that how it went down, ma'am? I'm just asking. I'm asking. Where did your relationship with this man who used to read you accurately turn salty? Huh? Huh? Remember, everybody that reads your petition ain't going to read it fast and just go on and say, hey, we're going to sit here and think about it, all right? Some people going to think about it. When did your relationship or your readings, your accurate readings, become a smear campaign? When he liked the aunt better than you, allegedly? When he saw her, something in her he didn't see? I don't know. Because you say he started a smear campaign. I want to know, when did that part happen? When did it go from accurate readings for almost a year? Then you find out auntie got a baby, auntie the girlfriend. She's not a client. If she was just a client, it'd be okay. What are you telling us here, lady? What are you really saying here? Something happened, y'all. I don't know. I wasn't there. But the way she's spelling it out here, she got salty at some point in time when she found out Auntie Natasha Jules Thomas was this man's girlfriend and not just a client. About a year later, I found out that my Aunt Natasha Jules Thomas was also a client. Excuse me. She was a client. No, she was a girlfriend. What I didn't know was that she wasn't his client. See, this you just said he was. She was a client. Now you're saying she wasn't a client, but his girlfriend, right? Just say she was the girlfriend from the beginning, please. And you said client maybe because you wanted that year-long readings to continue. I don't know. Because you seem very comfortable with him for a year. But then when you find out girlfriend is your auntie, he was hired by my grandfather, Chris Monroy Thomas Sr., and my father, a special operative for authorities to kill me. Now, didn't I tell you in that Bible, Paul said in the book of Romans, it said over there, obey the establishment of the authorities. God ordained them to keep your ass in check, to whip you up in shape. That's what the Bible said, not me. And we have to obey these authorities. Listen to what she's saying. There's some governments in the land that ain't always coming with a rod and a rule of iron, a rod of iron and a rule of judgment. They wasn't prophesied wonderful and counselor, and his name shall be called Emmanuel, God with us. No, no, no. There's some authorities. Wickedness seated in high places, rulers of darkness, principalities, and the powers that be. Paul said those were ordained in the Bible to keep you in check until the master come from his vacation. You know them parables, the master went away, come back. Well, we got the authorities over you. That's what that sound like right there. They had some men they can call, be like, I need you to deal with that right there. We from the street, we hood. We know what kind of language this is right here. We don't sugarcoat. powder, pamper, pet, nor none of that over here. We not coddling and swaddling you, and we not in them baby clothes Jesus had on. We not doing it. And what is called swaddling clothing, baby clothes, we garanimals, we not doing it. Okay, you gotta stop coddling these demons. Some of them are related to us, but you gotta whip them into shape the right way. You don't whip them into shape to control them. You whip them into shape to get them to be controlled by the word of God. But there's some demons out here that will, like the authorities in the Bible, will, until Jesus come back, forever brutalize you, forever abuse you, use you, mistreat you, and persecute you. And the Bible said, pray for all that. I say resist it. I pray for it, but I resist it at the same time. Knock it off, people. They made it way worse than it has to be. So she a little salty here. She feeling herself right now. Man, but to hire somebody to kill your damn daughter, grandkids, I don't know. And then to have the sister dating and have a baby, the aunt dating and have a baby by the man that your dad had to hired to kill you allegedly. Man, so it goes on to say here, presented his crafts as shamanism. What the hell is shamanism? Anybody know what shamanism, martial arts, goji ryu, physic readings, and occult education? And this is who you want to trust your soul with? This is way too much going on for me right there. Like, hold up. Sorry, dude. It's okay to be educated, and I have a degree in business. I have a nursing license in the state of New York. It's all good. I'm educated. I've written books. I got a YouTube channel. I may not always put my comma where it go, but you know what the hell I'm saying when I be typing. The message is clear, okay? Unlike the message Paul put in the Bible, he got quotations, he got commas, he got periods. Everything go where it go, but that message is of the devil in some parts. That's why I don't rock with the English language that much and can barely speak it, as you can tell, because it's a trickery. It's another device of the devil. I don't like the English language at all. Occult education, and he told Ratchet TV on that video, he said he's not, no, he didn't tell Ratchet TV, but on the video over there, he says, I'm not a cult, I'm not in no cult, but you have a cult education, you have an occult college, sir. You running your operation like it's a cult, sir. He failed to mention he was a COINTELPRO agent, cult leader, aspiring to be the new Jim Jones. You've been with a man reading you for over a year, got your aunt pregnant, and that's his girlfriend, and you don't know nothing about this man? You didn't know he was aspiring to be Jim Jones? And what part of the Kool-Aid did you drink, honey, for that whole year? When did you wake up and realize this, man? I'm not defending him, but as women, we got to do better, okay? And these devils, these demons, as Cynthia G like to call them, these useless, alleged, some of y'all black men out here, men period, won't get away with this. Women either, if you're into women. They won't be able to do this to you. So she's a little salty here, y'all. She's coming hard right now. She said, COINTELPRO. And with the what? Oh, girl. What did J. Edgar Hoover say? What did J. Edgar Hoover say? He will not let another Messiah rise, but they'll let the devil stand tall. Jesus can go as high as he wants in this world. Hey! But the Messiah, The devil can go as high as they want, sit in any branch of government, sit in space based off NASA. The devil can go as high as he wants, except for heaven. And that's why he got people wanting to ascend up there. Bring your ass back down to reality, back down to earth, and the Spirit of God will come to you when you begin to obey, okay, people? But J. Edgar Hoover said, we don't want another Messiah like it. Well, why would he say that? If Jesus don't electrify everybody, Jesus don't unite everybody. Jesus killed the light in some people and divide a lot of people. Are divided over the holidays when it comes to religion and politics. They just don't see eye to eye on this said church and Jesus and other stuff going on. So no, this Messiah they took out of here electrified the people like a shockwave went through the world. The Spirit of God, a spirit of righteousness, a real spirit of hope. People was waking up. All different kinds of darkness was in the land then. J. Edgar Hoover said after Bob Marley, Haile Selassie, Marcus Garvey, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, on and on and on. Malcolm X. Did I say that right? Malcolm X, because I'll say Martin Luther X and Malcolm King in a minute. Those two, Carmichael Stokely and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, all had potential of being this Messiah. They're all dead now, right? Exactly. Anybody comes speaking in the name of Black people that can electrify us and unify us, not just get us hyped up like a Beyonce concert. No. Then you go home, you're still divided. Hey. Nah. Not that kind of electricity. No, it was something different. It was one that brought us all together back to the Word of God, back to the original truth. They'll never let that happen again, y'all. All these gods and Jesuses and Christ you see out here, they here because they have a devil. They driven by the devil. The devil put these. Even the Bible says, "I'm gonna come. Some gonna come in my name. Some gonna say in the name of Jesus I come," and y'all believe it. People come reading cards, cult leaders, agents, chaos demons, Goja Rio, physic readings, shamanism. It don't say Shemite. It don't say Shemitic. It don't say, hey, baby. It just sound crazy to me. I don't even want to look the word up. I'm sorry, and y'all know I look up every word I don't know or want you to understand. We're not doing it. Give no place to the devil, allegedly, Mr. Hicks. You ain't the devil, but that's what they say you are, sir. Anybody could hire a damn man to kill his own children, and you agree to it, allegedly? Baby, you ain't got to tell me your name. I don't need to know your name. And I damn sure ain't gonna know you for a year and not know that you this deep into this cultism that you want people to drink the Jim Jones Kool-Aid. Maybe that's just her throwing this in here because you know when we write things about people, we want it to pierce and be like, oh, Jim Jones, he's really crazy. Now the stuff I heard about this man, crazy enough, but to the extreme that he wants y'all to be Jim Jones and 900 of y'all die over there in Guyana. Remember I told you these people from the island somewhere, most people move to Canada are not Black Canadians. They coming from Africa going to UK, Africa coming to America, Africa over there in the islands of the sea already. Africa is just dispersed, okay? Listen to me, people, but you don't spend a whole year around a man and don't know that he's this deep into whatever we may think is demonic. To him, it's not demonic. He found a way to get his feet wet in this world. He found a way to get rich. He found a way to get a following. Does it mean it's right? For them, it's right. But for those of us that believe in God, whether it's in the church or not, it's not supposed to be right. Even under the guise of Jesus, y'all supposed to be trying to do better with your lives. Point blank, period. That's all this religion or the word of God in the earth was ever supposed to do. Make us better people, not sheep and cattle and somebody else's damn slave, because they too lazy. Matter of fact, they don't have the wherewithal to do some of the things black people have done in this world. But they found a way to get their ass up in science and create all this shit, huh? How you think they doing it? They studying to show themselves approved, just like we're supposed to be doing it. And they always seem to have one up on us. Pay attention, y'all, on some real shit. Pay attention. We left off with Jim Jones, right? Now comes the Royal Bloodline, a shamanic organization formed by this Terrane Hicks, allegedly, is a recognized religious organization. That's why you've been Religion Week, yo. That's why my name is Religion Week. And you've been Religion Week. I don't give a damn. If y'all out here believing this nonsense, you've been Religion Week. I told you it's religion that caught, man, oh man. It was a black Messiah came. They killed him on the cross and made religion like it's this good thing. No, I hate religion. I told you. Me and God had a joke, and I said we gonna, just like these people been hoodwinked, they've been bamboozled. Now you've all been religion winked. Not by me. That's just the term I came up with when I looked out in the world and saw why it's so demonic, why people so divided, why black people, we struggle the way we do. We've been religion linked. I told you, your life ended on that freaking cross, man. It didn't begin there. It ended. When they took that life from us, this world ain't never been the same. And Jesus been here how long? The world ain't got no damn better. No better. No better. No better. The royal bloodline. What happened to the 12 tribes? That's the royal bloodline. The devil come with 13. I don't know, y'all. All I know is that Bible says, mix Moses, don't you go marry that Egyptian woman, Sephora. Keep your bloodline pure. Y'all say it's incest. What the hell the queen doing over there? She don't want nobody marrying into her bloodline. But it's okay for her to do it. We were supposed to keep our bloodline, all 12 brothers. It was enough of us, however you want to look at it. Go over there with Cousin Joe. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how that worked. But God said, don't mix your race, your blood with other people. What's happening now? They're about to do away with you on paper. Joe Biden said this world is doomed, not just because of black people, but they trying to put it by 2040 that white Europeans, the minority, is running shit. It's bad enough we had the majority of white people running shit. Now the minority gonna come up. If y'all don't knock it off and knock this wickedness down, if you don't know how, if Vicky Diller don't want to keep telling you how, because she's on ascension somewhere following Terrane Hicks. If Terrane Hicks, if Michi X, if Tariq Nasheed, I'm calling out names, y'all. Boys, all these people y'all looking up to, TD Jakes, if they don't want to tell you the truth, get them out your way. They are adding to the problem, not Michi. Well, when you arguing and beefing and people are adding to the problem, not helping it. People are adding to this problem and not helping it. I keep telling y'all, every time you turn around, they done came up with it's this one guy. He's dearly, I like him on YouTube, but every time you turn around, he got a new course. He got a new Bible study. He got a new this. You people in church got the money. It's funny to me how people could come up with a app over here, or get you on Patreon, you spending money. Get you on Twitter, you spending money. Get you on IG, you spending money. Get you in church, you spending money. Get you wherever you can, and they run you to and fro like the damn devil, and all you doing is spending money. They're getting richer, and you're getting entertained. I guess it's a price. Everything comes with a price, right? It just amazes me. I sit here and say, what the hell? The Royal Bloodline, a shamanic organization formed by Mr. I'm going to put your name here, sir. I believe she's talking about Terrane Hicks, is a recognized religious organization having achieved 501c status, C3 status, also operates this all allegedly sex cult Pumbaa with a Pumbaa POM. I was gonna say Pumbaa and Symone. That hey baby, Gyra Coven is something. It's a sex cult. I don't know. Where members partake in sex with animals, bestiality. It's some truth to it, y'all. It's some truth to it. The devil is known to have slept with animals. It's some truth to it. Scat play, whatever the hell, SCAT. I tell you, I'm not looking these words up. I'm not taking the time. Blood drinking. This is where he was accusing. Now, last night on Ratchet TV, he told this one, he said, go flag Black Girl Unlost series on YouTube because she accused him of sex cult, trafficking, drinking blood. Well, we know that's what they do in Hollywood, and that's what y'all aspire to be, right? We know that witch out there was drinking blood, putting it on the wall, hang out with Jay-Z and them. We know Kim Kardashian. Hey. Put the mind of Christ on, y'all. People out here drinking blood. Now, this woman said it's you, Mr. Hicks. Is it you? Allegedly, is it you? Sit down and answer the questions, please. We know you did an interview with Warlock, but we want you to answer some of these questions that the community in the hood got for you, all right? Is a 32-degree Freemason an inactive member of certain lodge in Schultzville, New York, and a loyal member and pillar of the Necromonicon Empire. And that's what that warlord interview he did mentions that. But also been employed with the district attorney office in Brooklyn back in 2012, 2014, and an FBI agent from 2014, 2017. Okay, there you have it. That part of it, all right? So that's a little bit about what she's accusing him of and who he be, what he got out here. Does it lead to God? Is it positive? Is it hurting people or helping people? I told you there's a lot of rich demons in this world, a lot of rich ungodly people. So while I was getting ready, right, yesterday somebody came and hit me up on one of my videos and said she's evil, by the way, or some shit like that. So I did a video saying, when people call you evil, tell them the Messiah says Satan is not going to cast out Satan. But if you cast out demons by the Spirit of God, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So somebody came and responded on that video. They said, do people call you evil all the time? They call me gross and mean and ugly. I'm like, nah, it was just yesterday a troll came through trolling, calling me evil. And I wanted to say, hell, you could be the damn troll just under a different name right now. But it's evil that they will call you gross, mean, and all that stuff. And it's just purely evil that they will call you names, period, and the names they're calling you is evil. My advice is stay the hell away from them people, all right? Point blank, period. I don't get called evil all the time, only on social media, because I don't go along to get along just to belong. I'm not kissing ass. I don't hang out with certain people and certain behaviors in real life. Why am I going to do it when I come on social media? So I've been called evil. I've been called the devil because I'm not dancing by the devil's drum beats or the dancing to his tunes or dancing to the beat of his drums here on social media. Even though I'm on the biggest platform that belongs to the devil, I believe, is YouTube. And I'm not going to stop saying that until they stop messing with my numbers and treat my channel like anybody else's. Let it rock like it's rocking. I got so much traction in the last 2 days. They locked me out of my account and made me re-verify myself today. Is this really you? Yeah, it's me. You just can't believe I'm getting a little. I had 2 people in my chat today. That's traction. I'm getting a little views on my shorts. Now they want to verify it's me. Why wasn't you verifying it was me when I was pushing all this content out for the last 2 days? Fuck out of here, yo. That's why I said stop being ignorant, yo. And saying a little F word or shit damn in hell ain't gonna send you to hell. I told you, try cursing the devil out. He the only one that don't want your speech to be corrupt. If you curse the devil out every now and again, you gonna get him up off you eventually. Eventually. That don't mean you gotta be cussing up a storm, but back the hell up. Enough is enough. Unbeknownst to me, the writer writes, 2 trips that I thought were to see with my aunt for healing and business prospects. Whoa. Unbeknownst to you, what? Who took 2 trips that you thought were to see with my aunt? Who? What are you saying here, lady? Unbeknownst to you, somebody took 2 trips with your aunt and you didn't know about it for healing and business prospects. What is you saying? Unbeknownst to me, 2 trips that I thought were to see with my aunt for healing and business prospects. First trip, October 2016. Second trip, January 2017, were actually meant for me to be murdered. What the hell, girl? Somebody took 2 trips. You were supposed to go, you went to go meet with your aunt thinking it was for healing and business prospects, but you saying they lured you there to murder you? Are y'all following this? All allegedly, right? After the second trip, I became aware of their scheme and cut ties with everyone. Excuse me. To prevent me from speaking publicly about what they attempted to do to me, they created a slander campaign against me. So this is her aunt, allegedly, Natasha and Terrane Hicks. They allegedly started a slander campaign against her because when she took 2 trips back in October 2016, January 2017, she thought it was for healing and for business. And so the devil, baby, if you don't know when somebody trying to set you up by now, that's why stop being ignorant, stop being arrogant, stop being stupid. These people, I don't know what to tell people. I don't know what to tell us, y'all. But she's saying they set her up to get murdered. She says, after the second trip, I became aware of their scheme and cut ties with everyone. Cut ties with them, or who else was involved? Who the hell is everyone? You just mentioned two people. Now it's everyone. So these two people caused you to cut ties with everybody else? You got paranoid. You got scared, ma'am. What happened here? To prevent me from speaking publicly about what they attempted to do to me, allegedly, I'm saying, they created a slander campaign against me and have continued to spread lies about me in hopes I will be quiet. She goes on to say the royal bloodline cult has participated in gaslighting, gang stalking. He said he got goons in the street, y'all. He said on that video he got goons in the street and he had to pull them back from really attacking over there with black girl in laws. But he said he could get dangerous. It could get dangerous. He said it could get dangerous. Danger! What the hell Mystical said? Danger! He's another one, right? Ain't he in trouble too? Ain't he just a wicked something of another? Is that Mystical? Yeah, the one that can't really talk, right? Danger! Show me what you're working with. Shake that ass. Yeah, that's Mystical. Leave them damn women alone, honey. If they tell you no, accept it. Move on to somebody who tell you yeah. That's the problem. Ain't nobody telling these people yes, so they going out here creating their own lane, and then you look up, the whole world following them. Like, how the hell that happen? I thought we was just in the kingdom of heaven. Now what the hell? What is we doing out here? Oh, Paul came along and told us all to go into the church. And those that didn't want to go into the church follow Satan straight to hell. See, church is the upper level. The upper room. Hey! What's underneath that damn church? Y'all better leave me the hell alone. I'm tired. I've been at this thing since 6:30 this morning. Can I get a cup of coffee? Somebody buy me something to eat? Shit. Mr. Terrane Hicks. Hello. I'm Natasha. Oh my God. It goes on to say, y'all, they try to silence her. I told you that's what the devil do. Whether they the devil or not, the devil job is to silence you. When I tell you I seen a video on YouTube saying she was working with Terrane Hicks, the lady could barely open up her mouth and talk. She was like, I said, where is her voice? You know, it wasn't even coming out. But you say you working with Terrane Hicks. The devil silence your voice. He don't want you to talk. Don't want you to open up your mouth. Mm-mm. 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 He wants you to be like a horse and put a bit in a bridle in it, a bridle in it, a bit in it, whatever that thing is that go on a horse mouth. Shut up. Be quiet. That's the devil. That's the characteristics of the devil. So the royal bloodline cult has participated in gaslighting, gang stalking, and cyberbullying plots against me as demanded by their leader. Since I have made the discovery of Porsha's murder, she made the discovery of Porsha's murder. How did she discover it? She found the bodies. I think she may be the one who found the bodies. I'm not sure. She said, Blank calls me numerous times a day and threatens me to take down the post about my sister or else I'll be arrested, killed, or my children will be taken away from me. What y'all think about that so far? What do y'all think about this so far? Oh shoot, I gotta wrap this up. We've been a little bit too long on this one. 10 o'clock, I'm gonna shut this one down. And then y'all, it's some stuff over there on Facebook, child. So let me read through this. Sounds just like the damn devil, though. I can't help it, y'all. You either knock it off and obey me and shut the hell up, or I'm going to kill you, I'm going to have you arrested, and I'm going to have your children taken away. Isn't that what slavery and all those inquisitions and all those uh, Alexander the Great, Constantine, Paul, the church, they all whooped us into shape, made us better people, they say. And if we didn't want this Jesus, there's accounts that Ferdinand in the 1500s ripped the children from the parents. Law enforcement has been complicit in the cover-up of my sister's murder. After the missing person case I filed for my sister was closed, and I received no communication about what transpired during the investigation, all allegedly, I called the police numerous times inquiring about the status of the case, and each time I was told no such case existed. Told you the devil make things happen, and voila. No, wasn't me. No, don't exist. You didn't see that. The tricks of the enemy, right? I decided to create a social media campaign and a petition to bring public awareness to her disappearance. My family and childhood friends began to swarm my posts, claiming Porsha hates me and would rather let the world think she is dead than to talk to me. I told you this get deep, dark, and downright dirty, y'all. Demonic. Sad. All right, so the writer goes on to say, they say she is furious with me and that I need to stop posting about her. That's kind of like what's going on. Well, no, it's not. They want you to think Alexis Ware allegedly is dead, but somebody is still making it look like she's alive and doing something on her IG over there. Not sure. The day I launched this campaign, I have made it clear to all the naysayers, soon to be defendants, I will not stop posting about my sister Porsha until I get a phone call or a video message from her. Pause. I have a son, 41 years old. He left the state of New York in 2018. And I'm going to do my due diligence to find him one way or the other. But every 5 to 6 months, he'll post something or respond to somebody on Facebook. But I'm like, not until I hear his voice. Not until I hear his voice. Y'all, that could be anybody, y'all. We literally haven't physically seen him since 2018. Matter of fact, like right around, last time he talked to my mom was like 3 days before Christmas 2018. He just packed up one day, followed probably the devil to New Mexico, Arizona. So when I do start looking, that's the area. His name is Marcel Smith. If anybody know of Marcel Smith in the Southwest area, New Mexico, Arizona, that's the last we know last whereabouts we known he was, all right, or was stationed. But his birthday was just in June, and people hit him up on Facebook, and it's just crazy, y'all. Until I hear his voice, that could be anybody with his phone. My child could be dead somewhere, and I really don't know, y'all. But I know he just walked away from his family. He was smoking that damn K2. Right before he left, he was messing with a Chinese girl, took off and left, and nobody has physically seen him. So I could relate to her. I want to hear my sister's voice. I want her on the phone. Y'all could tell me she doing fine, this, that, and the third, but who am I to believe y'all? Put her on the phone. Let me hear her. Why couldn't they do that? I keep saying on to them on Facebook, how the hell you know it's him? Just because somebody is responding back under his profile don't mean it's him. If she is alive, she can tell me how much she hates me. I feel you on this one, sis, and that I need to stop posting that she is dead all over the internet. Bring her to surface. Let her tell me she hate me. Why y'all telling me she hate me? Why she, if she got something to say like that to me, let her tell me that, okay? I agree with her here on this part. I have filed numerous complaints against Hamilton Police, Peel Regional Police, and their chiefs in charge, Eric Gert and Jennifer Evans, with the Office of the Independent Police Review Director and Arms Reach Agency of the Attorney General, which oversees police complaints. That's just too damn much right there. That's just too much policing, too much wickedness seated in high places, if you ask me. This is way too much. So the Q, is it the QIPRD, allowed Hamilton police to investigate themselves and have refused to launch an investigation against Peel police despite many signs of misconduct and corruption. That's the devil favorite word right there, corruption, chaos, contention, confusion, all of that. So her first petition went out November 24th, 2017. Porsha's identical twin sister, Natasha Thomas Watts, at Twin Watts, and our other family members claim Porsha has been living on the streets for over 3 years. The last time I saw Porsha was on my birthday. So they saying the aunt is telling the lady, the writer, that Porsha been living on the street. Oh, she's alive. She hates you. Stop posting people that she's dead and just leave us alone. She don't want nothing to do with you. Prove it. Put her on the phone. Go find her on the street. If you telling me she living on the street, you know where most people who hang out on the street be. It's certain areas in all our communities. Go put her on the phone, auntie. The last time I saw Porsha was on my birthday, March 24th, 2013. She was transparent about where she was living and at that time, but we still would keep in touch via text, Facebook, and phone. The last time we spoke on the phone was in April 2014. Now, where was this sister? She said she found the sister dead at the father house. Was the sister hanging out with the aunt and Mr. Hicks? She said she uncovered the sister murder. Who was the sister around at the time of her alleged passing? The last time we spoke on the phone was April 2014. The last exchange we had on Facebook was May 11th, 2014. And that's when she wished me a happy Mother's Day. And then somebody just go dormant, don't post no more, or like in my son's case, posting, but we really don't know it's him. You know what I'm saying? That's my firstborn child. Was it always good? My mother raised him. I told y'all my story. And when he got in it as an adult, he went off and did his own thing, kind of stayed to himself and, lived his life. But when he left the state of New York, nobody physically seen him since 2018. So for all y'all investigators out there, those of y'all that like to dox people and dig people up, in this instance, I would like a little bit of help trying to track down my son, dead or alive. I just need to know as a mother. And it's kind of hard. I'm pretty smart and I have investigative skills. And I know the targeted areas where he allegedly went to, but it's like calling all the police stations. Y'all might have heard something, y'all might know something. And he's a big guy too, heavy guy. He's about, I would say 5'10", 5'11". He's pretty tall, pretty thick, on the big side. Last time I saw him. On the twins' 23rd birthday. So the twins would be Porsha and Natasha, right? May 14, 2014. I tried to contact Porsha on the phone with no success. I also sent her a text message and got no response. Now, where was Porsha at this time? With her aunt, with the twin sister and the boyfriend, or at the father's house where they ended up finding her body? So I also sent her a text message and got no response. This was very out of character for Porsha. As in many of our family members, when they just up and disappear, it's like you gotta know something ain't right. And after a year of not hearing from my son, it didn't take a year because I have been questioning. Y'all heard from Cell? You heard from Cell? Oh, he on Facebook. That's not good enough for me. I don't know why he's not calling me. I don't know why he's not calling my mother. But this random post on Facebook is not good enough, y'all. But I did get a hold of Natasha that day, and Natasha claimed she wasn't celebrating her birthday with her sister. So at this point in time, both sisters are still alive, you would assume, which was very strange and questionable. And I was getting ready to say the same thing. Twins usually hang out on their birthday and celebrate if they getting along and are in the same neck of the woods. Natasha Michael Thomas Watts, and Porsha Symone Thomas had a very close relationship and bond up until late 2011 when Porsha found out her twin slept. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. God have mercy, y'all. Until she found out her twin sister slept with every partner she ever had. Does that include Mr. Hicks as well? Huh? I'm just asking, okay? Does that include Mr. Hicks as well, writer of this article? Even though the twins weren't on the best of terms, they would see one another during holidays, special events, and birthdays. They traveled to Florida for their birthday in 2013, so it was very strange to hear Natasha say she wasn't spending her birthday with her twin sister. Let me just interject right here. And usually, when a man or you get into a relationship with somebody and they don't like the fact that you're getting along with your family or not cool with the fact or may have slept with your twin sister, I don't want you around her. She ain't welcome here no more. You better stop hanging out with her. And if they're abusive, they kind of get you to turn on your family sometimes. They kind of get you to like get dependent on them and as if they're the only person in the world. And sometimes dealing in the underworld, people will be with you and seduce you, screw you out your mind, out your family, out your relationship with your twin sister and everything else, just to get you on their team or just to get you isolated, is what I'm trying to say. The last time my sisters were seen publicly together was in late 2013 at Uncle's Richie Richards' wedding. Uncle Eric Richie Richards' wedding. Okay. A little bit more to go, y'all. Natasha had been distant and cold towards me for years with no explanation and has continued to slander her twin sister's name to others while she is nowhere to be found. I spoke with Natasha in July of 2017 to congratulate her on her pregnancy. I inquired about the status of the twins' relationship and if she had spoken or seen her twin sister recently. Natasha said she has not seen or spoken to her sister in 3 years. I thought I was bad, y'all. I thought because I hadn't talked to my son, like, God, I'm the worst mother in the world. But he walked away and didn't leave a phone number, didn't tell nobody where he was going, y'all. And this twin sister ain't speak to her sister in 3 years. Did she reach out? Did she try to reach out? Did she inquire? Because I know I have been. But there seemed like I got to do a little bit more because I'm not getting any answers from those on Facebook. They seem to believe it's him. So 3 years. It's too late to repair their relationship, and it doesn't feel like the twins' connection, like like it doesn't feel the twin connection she once did anymore. It doesn't feel like that connection between the twins are there anymore, which was disturbing because of previous discussions with Natasha. She claimed she saw Porsha from time to time, but she was living a dark lifestyle on the streets. What led her there? What happened in her life? I know people get hooked up with the wrong people, broken hearts, depression. I mean, hooking up with the wrong crowds. What leads people on the streets? There's a lot of reasons. Being rejected from the family, being, the black sheep of the family, maybe hooking up with a partner, and you do a night of drugs, and then that's all you know. I don't know. So Porsha was a bit secretive about her living arrangements, but she always stayed in contact with me, family, and friends. You're connected to the family. I see you. So is this true, Nino? Can I believe you? You're not a troll. I'm just talking. I came across this article yesterday and I'm just reading and just going down it. Um, I have been hearing about the Alexis Ware case, the Taji Baker, this guy Terrane Hicks name came up in it. I Googled him, and upon Googling his name, this story came up, and two other young ladies that had the same last name. Portia is still alive. The woman is lying, so you're saying she's lying. It's true. I am not a troll. The woman who said this, okay, she's lying. Okay, she made the story up. Okay. So as of today, August 19, 2022, Porsha Symone Thomas is alive. She's just like my son. I pray my son is still alive too. They just distanced him. My son didn't have a history of drugs. He smoked that 2K. I remember he smoked that 2K and probably lost his damn mind, y'all. I don't know. But stuff like that will get you to be out in them streets. Um, Portia is alive and well. Okay. So we have a friend, a family member in the chat saying Portia is alive and is well. And you spoke to Portia. Well, we don't even know that. We not saying Portia is dead. We not accusing nobody over here. We're actually just reading a story. She made it sound very. Let me ask you about this. What about the 49 bodies found at the father house? Is that true or not? Is her dad in jail? Is some of the story true? The part about Portia Falls? Do you know anything about anything else she said in here? All right, so we're the article. She boy, when I tell you this thing go on a little bit longer, I'm actually I was gonna stop, but I'm actually just gonna push through it and just again, go word for word. I like to tie Bible scriptures and things and stories when I talk about it. They say in the chat, Nino says Porsha is alive, y'all, all right? Hold on, Nino. You say Porsha is alive. I believe you. I believe my son is alive too. But they just don't want nothing to do with family. Do you think is betrayal? They just don't like the family. They was hurt by the family. I know in my case, my son was raised by my mother. I went to prison when I was 19 years old. He was like 2 years old, maybe. I can't even remember when I went, but when I came home, my mom kind of raised them. You know, she had that lifestyle of a big house. She was getting assistance for them. My mom always worked, but when you raise other people's kids, the system will help you out. That lifestyle, you know, they was used to my mother because I have another son. He was he was 6 months old. I can't remember their ages. They were 2 and 8 when I came home. Okay. So sometimes they side with other family members. They don't want nothing to do with you. I get it. I get it. Especially in my case. Um they got their own life. I don't know. I don't know. All right. It would be all over Canadian news. She's making a story up. You know what? That makes sense. That make no 49 bodies. It's a lie. Okay, okay, okay. And you know about the justice page over on Facebook. She have all of that. And I said in the very first video when I did this, is people on Facebook consider this woman batshit crazy. I did say that. But you gotta admit, she wrote up a hell of a story. It just was so captivating. Is her grandfather named Crispin? Is they really named Roy the senior? In the is the father in jail? Would he be in jail? What would he be in jail for? Um. Okay. So you're saying in the Tajay Baker, her mom has been known abuser. They are saying they have record of her hitting her daughter, police records. Okay, you the second person came over and spoke on it. All right. But Portia is alive. The woman made the story up. Okay, like I said, I'm not here to say, oh, you did it. I came across this stuff yesterday. The reason why I even Googled the man named Terrane Hicks is because it was a statement made that the last person seen with Alexis Ware was a black man with a bald head. I said I seen somebody like that recently, and the same man was in Ratchet TV video or live last night or something. I was like, occult college, Dark Lord. In this case came up. I didn't run with it. Ooh, he did not. I've been going line by line, giving my commentary, personal opinion. But that you're the second person. Chaga J, Chaga came over in my chat earlier and was like, Tajay Baker mama beat her, abused her. I can't see there. Hold on, y'all. What's that say? That what? What does Mick Higgins say? Mick, what you say? Is that, did you type it right? Hold on. Hold on. That woman is crazy. She's lying. She made this up. She made the story up 4 years ago. All right. We're going to leave it there. It was very interesting, y'all. And if she can write like that, she need to log online and get a job writing, because she had me like, I was like this morning when I was reading through it. Like, so y'all hear it from the people in the chat. Nino said their relatives, family know the story. I'm gonna link it down below so y'all can finish reading it for yourself. The next thing I have, now that we got that out the way, thank you for coming over. Subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm trying to get to 1K. I'm not doing it off of Porsha, Terrance. I've been over here talking about God. And the reason why my videos be long, y'all want to hear about the story, but I have to interject what I know, speaking from a place of spirit from the Most High God. Wickedness is wickedness, whether it's a made up story or not. It's a lot of it going on in the world, and lying is a big part of it. So if this young lady made it up, she's a liar. That's what it is. All right. I'm not here to judge anybody. Oh, you said Tajay Baker mom been abusive, they saying. Okay. Let me ask you a question. We're talking about Porsha. Just a question. We're talking about Porsha and the story in Canada. How is Tajay Baker name coming in up in it? Because he was attached to that case. I'm not talking about Tajay Baker per se. I've talked about her in the last 4 videos, but this one was specifically for this story here. But why would you think her name would be coming up right now, making mom look like she was abusive? It's true. She's 23 years old. People still get their butt whooped at that age, get beat on, get mentally, verbally abused. I get it. But this is 2 times today her name come up as mom being abusive. So it must be some truth to it. I always say, if 5 people tell you you smell like peanuts, you might be an elephant, you know? So I'm gonna not end it here, but I know I've been a little long. I'm gonna end it. The next thing I have on my screen right here is, it was the Facebook. Y'all, I'm gonna leave the links if y'all want to go look at that. I thought some of the Facebook stuff was a little crazy and redundant and just didn't seem right, but this story with the petition we were just reading out of was very, very interesting. I'm like, $30 million, 49 bodies, petition. I'm like, wow, I never heard of that. Yesterday was the first time I ever heard about it. So you might be right. Why it's not on Canada news, and most things happen around the world, we kind of hear about it. What happens here, other places hear about it. So, all right. Shout out to the one person in the chat. I don't know if y'all trolling my ass or not, but I appreciate you dropping down and engaging with this channel. Thank you, M. Rec Higgins. Thank you, Nina. Thank you to the one person left in the chat. I'm not going to read the rest of that, okay? Because part of my spirit feel like, oh, girl, if this is true and she had any interactions with Mr. Hicks, she seems a little salty that he may have ended up with the aunt, if that part of the story is true, and not her. That's what I'm getting overall from the story. Like, she got scorned, she got turned away, rejected. He wanted the aunt and not her. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting from it. So I'm gonna end that here. I'm gonna link the 2 articles to this video. Let me just show y'all this real quick. What is this Twitter thing? Something with Twitter. Hold on, let me do this Twitter thing. And then there was something else with this organization that teaches people how to protect themselves. I wanted to add that in there. Because if you ever run into anybody and they trying to take advantage of you, Sisters of the Underground, don't know what it is, but when I scroll down, I'm not logged into Twitter. I told you they kicked me off, but this came up in part of the clicking on Google. But basically, they attend court hearings with or without armed security, assistance with filing restraining orders, sponsoring self-defense classes, weapons training. A whole bunch of demons running around with a gun and weapons ain't gonna do nobody no damn good. We need a clean heart and a new spirit in us, and I know that ain't gonna happen either. We gotta find some compromise people. Hell, Lamar Bishop, Whitehead want church guns in the churches. I mean, come on now. Ain't nobody giving reverence to God and what God could do in the earth and how God can equip you to be the weapon you need. Mm, 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 mm. And I'm serious. Like, I don't walk with guns. Excuse me. I don't walk with knives. I don't know for what. And I know if somebody got a gun on me and I got a Bible, no, I got the word guarded in my heart. That bullet may pierce before I can even get a word out. But even in then, I'm believing what I believe, y'all. I'm believing what I believe. This whole world gone crazy with weapons and guns and all this external protection. What about the protection of God? It used to be effective, okay? It used to work. Healing therapy circles, food assistance, relocation services, applying for identification documents, counseling sessions, community and school outreach, community mobilization, family advocacy, hospital at risk intervention, mentoring, and more. So, Sisters Underground, found them on Twitter. This was a click. Services they offer, and if you guys, I don't even know where they're located, but I'm sure there's a lot of places like this in your neck of the woods. Full service crisis response network, missing persons, sex trafficking, and domestic violence advocates for the Black community. Cash app them, child. They said cash app them. They want to get paid for their work, honey. Cash app them. So that's it. While I'm here, let me go ahead and show y'all this, and then we just gonna be done with it. We'll come back and do Vicky Dillard a little separately or whatever. But family of worried missing mother of two, Alexis Ware. I'm waiting to wake up from this nightmare. She was last seen in Anderson, South Carolina, North Carolina, somewhere down there on whatever day she disappeared. I really don't remember the date. 7:36 p.m. Last seen with allegedly older gentleman. They didn't even say black, but with a bald head. Don't know what that is. No, don't do that. Oh God, here we go. All these freaking pop-ups. Go back to the main. I want the main page. You see how they did me, y'all? Anyway, I'll link it down below. And then the next thing we have, and we'll wrap this video up. Now, y'all sure y'all wasn't trolling me? I don't have like 1,000 people in my chat, but y'all not trying to distract me from talking about their case, right? I hope not. Nah. Like I said, my emotions are not in it. I don't come into these stories. I go into the Bible with emotion. But people lives and people's stories, you did it, you didn't do it. I'm not siding with this one or that one. I have no spirit and or demon in any of these cases. I just like commentating on some things. And these, what the heck is this? Well, let's listen. Hopefully something to do with Alexis. Oh, Dateline. That's what the hell it is. They said that mama said the devil was on the phone. Dateline did a piece. They didn't really do their research. A lot of people following the Alexis Ware case said basically that it was bogus. They just, is it gonna play? It's buffering, y'all. We'll hear a little bit of it. And the only reason I have Alexis here doing it at the end, my question is, Mr. Terrane Hicks, were you the last person seen with this young lady? Allegedly. Bald head, you're surfacing, you're trending right now. You get around, you're building your platform. She was into
Ashley knows that when
voodoo.
you host anything at your house, you like to go over the top. In a good way. Like when you invite everyone over for an open.
She was into voodoo and witchcraft. You have your college or co-college. Was there any connection with this woman? Did you speak to her on Twitter, social media? I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't follow these cases. I've been following Ratchet TV. Where you been at? Subscribing to his channel, and he's over there talking about the case. Is there any connection? I just feel I ask. People want to know.
Inside her Greenville apartment, 29-year-old Alexis Ware snuggled into bed. It was Sunday, January 30th, 2022. After a 3-day visit at her mom's house, the exhausted mother of two laid her head down on the pillow for an afternoon nap. The weekend had been filled with family, food, and lots of love and hugs. It was winding down, and a fresh start to a new week was on the horizon. But before Alexis...
Hold on. This ain't how the street saying it went down, y'all. I ain't getting into the details, but this is not, they sugarcoating it. They playing around with it. They snug Dateline dropped the ball on this interview right here. But they making it look really, really sweet and really, really not so hood, not so ghetto, not so lying, not so deceptive. There's a lot of unanswered questions in this young lady's case right here. And one of them is, if I don't know if I even heard anybody ask this question, y'all, but if this man right here had anything to do with her disappearance or knowing her, nor whereabouts, I don't know. But we're going to read this right here. Is the last thing I want y'all to see, is that with Warlock Asylum International News, there was an interview done, and here is Mr. Terrane Hicks right here. Recently, I had the honor of communicating with Terrane and discussing a few things about the talking to the dead. What's necromancy? What happened when your skin, when your body parts die, become necrosis, right? Death. These words all stem from the same place, right? Occult world and dark lordism that I found very insightful. And a lot of people are intrigued with this, y'all. I told you, I'm not so much. That's why we put the mind of Christ on. But you gotta know what these people are in. How would you ever know you didn't want to be good if evil didn't exist? How would you ever know you didn't want to? I don't know, y'all. I made a good point with that. If evil never existed, how would you know you want to be good? You know? If good never existed, how would these people choose to be evil? So things have to exist, and just because you don't worship it, just because you don't bow down to it, don't mean you shouldn't know about it, okay? All right, let me get that off the screen because I don't want Miss Baker coming over here whooping my ass, allegedly. Hey! Let me wait. It's freezing up a little bit, y'all. Hold on. Let me take that comment off the screen. I'm stuck, y'all. Give me 2 minutes and we'll be over with. We're done. This video went a little longer because it had a little bit more reading, but we're done, guys. We're gonna wrap it up right here. It's stuck. It's gonna unstick in a minute. All right, let me take this comment. Oh hell. You know what? I know y'all asses was trolling me. 666, the devil is here. I bet you are, and I rebuke you in the name of Yeshua. You done lost your damn mind. We work for the devil. Good for you, and ain't nobody afraid of the devil. Hell, the devil supposed to be Jesus' brother. I don't give a damn about the devil. I don't serve the devil. What was you talking to? I'm gonna leave you in my chat too. Y'all can stay right there. Let me take this comment off the screen because I don't want Miss Baker to come over here and whoop my butt, child. Like y'all saying, 666. We work for the devil. Go get them, Vicky Spirit Team. Yay! I don't give a damn who you work for. Go do your devil good. Go on, do what you gotta do. Right now, we talking about this man right here. Right here, right here, right here. So he had a conversation with Warlock Asylum. And basically, it's a Q&A kind of thing. They talk, he's like, question one. We'll do a couple questions, and then I'll let the devil go play, okay? Question one, greetings, brother. It's great to hear from you once again. There's a lot of good news and good things that I see going on in your element. However, for some of our readers who may not be familiar with your work, please introduce yourself. Who is Terrance? See, the devil think he could just throw his way. Like everybody's scared of the devil. Come on, y'all. There's some people in this world that done lost their damn mind, y'all, right? Terrance Hicks, he said, Terrane Hicks, I'm a martial arts and occultist. As an occultist, I engage in everything on the occultist spectrum, whatever that is. I haven't looked at the occultist spectrum and I won't. We're only looking at this article he had with the Warlock Asylum, okay? Warlock Asylum. How would you get involved in alchemical sciences? How did you get involved with alchemical sciences and occultism? So he says, I had a very strong foundation in martial arts. There's something about martial arts, y'all. Starting from the age 5. With that, I also wasn't plagued by the indoctrination of Western religion. Hello, a lot, baby, we can agree there. Why the hell is we so westernized with religion? Don't mean you gotta go following the devil or be one yourself or rep the devil, but at the same time, don't nobody want Jesus in the damn church. We want the original kingdom of heaven back in the earth, y'all. That's all we want. So even though you don't serve the same God, you can agree on some things. Don't nobody want that Western religion in church. Hello. And you won't see me and this man sitting on anybody's stage together or breaking bread together. But I can sit here and say, don't nobody want that religion. That's why y'all the devil's over here at Religion Week TV right now. Y'all don't want that religion. You don't even want it. Hell, the devil offer you better something better than the church do, because the devil is in the church. Hey, we can agree not to disagree, because that's the devil's advocate too. But we can agree on nobody want this Western religion. Yeah. And then when you go so far back east, is witchcraft. Is demonic. It's the spirit of God for me. Okay. So the WA says, you're often associated with the term Dark Lordism. Can you share with us the meaning of the term Dark Lordism and some of the philosophy behind it? And it goes on to say, quote, there's a book called The Dark Lord by one of my favorite occultists, Peter Levenda, that inspired the name. Movies like Star Wars and Harry Potter influenced the name as well. The concept of the Dark Lord is really deep and occult when you really look at it. Dark Lordism is a practitioner of magic. And ever since Vicky Diller been hanging out with him, she no longer doing these little webinars and purpose with Vicky Diller. She opened a university of magic. So this man, if you ask me, rubbed off on her a little bit or got in her ear, slither up to her like he did Eve. Hey, and she got drawn away by her own lust. When people hear this kind of stuff, it's fascinating. People, you take that one and just whoo, voila, everybody done changed from the kingdom of heaven to Christians. You be like, damn, that's some magic right there. Let me try that. No, but that's how fascinating this stuff can be for somebody that doesn't have a discerning spirit or don't have a relationship with God and just looking for something to fill the void. And other people like Mr. Terrane Hicks here, I'm going to go out on a ledge and say, enjoy this kind of stuff. Found his calling, found some sheep, weak, strong, whatever, that he can put this in their ear and they believe it. And he got him a following. Y'all call it a cult, we call it a cult, we call it wickedness or whatever, but he got him a throne. God has his throne and the devils of the world, and I'm not calling this man a devil. I've been joking throughout these series, but the devil want his own throne, and this man found a way to get his own throne. Is it right in the eyes of God? Maybe not, but in his eyes, in his mind, he feel what he out here doing is right. And we say where we come from in the world of the spirit, that there's a way that seems right to a man that leads to destruction, okay? And just because you're getting interviews, just because you're hanging out with Vicky Diller, just because you're going around, this is for him, for her, or whoever, getting the attention, doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean everybody's going to fall for it. Just like with Jesus, just like with the devil, who is one and the same, and just like the Messiah and God, who is one and the same. People are going to receive it and people are not going to receive it, okay? But in their eyes, they feel this is right. Let them rock with it. If it's not for you, find something for you. Find something that you can rock with. Because if you don't have your mind covering or your heart and your soul positioned in the right spirit or right person, such as God, the devil makes it easy for you to follow him. All he got to do is throw a little money your way. All he got to do is throw a little drugs your way. All he got to do is if y'all think this man is fine, put this nice looking bald head man in front of you. Put who people might say allegedly may have been the last one seen with Alexis. I'm not spreading that rumor, y'all. It's just a gut feeling that when he said it was a bald head older man, this is the first man that came to mind. Like, I pray it's not so, Mr. Hicks. Come on now. Alexis, I pray you're not faking your death, but that's between you and God. Y'all got a God you got to answer to, and the whole world got to answer to my God eventually, okay? There's a whole lot of little gods that people are answering to in the earth, but at the end of the day, your little guys got to answer to my big God, okay? Eventually. It may not look like it now. It may look like all the little gods is getting away with all the demonic and the wickedness, getting rich off the backs of what I call y'all God's people. Whether you believe in God or not, y'all are God's people. And God for us to stay this ignorant and to stay this um, blind in death, walking in doubt and unbelief. When the Messiah came, and it was a cure for doubt and unbelief. And when you kill it on the cross, they never let another person like that in the face of the earth. In the American government, in cahoots with the Roman Holy Empire, had a lot to do with taking that light out. And then you got dark people in my chat talking about they rep the devil. I rep God. You have a right to rep the devil, but you don't see me in your chat fucking with you, right? You don't see me beating you over the head with a Bible telling you to become a Christian or to come into. I rep God, and you don't see me out here warring with people over it or trying to pick a fight with somebody or troll somebody because of it. I'm sure your devil, your God, you probably make him look bad just like the people in the church make Jesus look bad, damn it. Knock it the hell off. I'm telling y'all, ain't nobody scared of the devil. When I was in Christianity, they didn't teach me about the devil. You know how many battles I lost in life because I didn't know there was an enemy such as people like you who go around and kill, steal, and destroy? I was always looking for a pitchfork and a red suit and some horns to come at us somewhere. I said, I'm not going to be afraid of this devil. Anytime you go to war with anybody, what they do, they study the other opponent. Christianity don't study the devil because it is the devil. Like the devil's representing in my chat right there. They don't do it, y'all. They ain't got to study the devil because they know who the devil is. I'm talking the leaders thereof, y'all. The people who gave you the church and Jesus. Who do you think you're dealing with over here, yo? WA says, it's amazing to me. Oh, hell no. We ain't finished with this. He says, it's really deep in the occult when you really look at it. Dark Lordism is a practitioner of magic. Hey, you have a perceived villain who was a very good student at one point, and because of how occult he was, they were able to challenge the doctrine from which they learned. They weren't afraid to go deeper or desire more. That's what I teach. And over here, what I teach is go deep in God. As deep as you can go, y'all. Matter of fact, all we have to do is obey God, and God comes to us, the Bible says. So I don't understand y'all. Y'all make shit more complicated than what it really is. Knock it the hell out. So Warlock says, it's amazing to see some of the work you have put forth and ways in which you have and continue to help others in both local and global communities. So if he's out here helping people, kudos to him. But again, it's something I wouldn't sign up for. It's something I wouldn't indulge in. I wouldn't tell people to go follow this man, but people have a right to do what they want to do. So it says, you have and continue to help others in both local and global communities. What are some of the ways in which Dark Lordism has helped those that have sought your advice or magical expertise? So this man saying he is like a Merlin. He is like a Simon Peter, not Peter Simon that was an apostle, but there was a Simon in the Bible that practiced sorcery and witchcraft, and he was helping the people too. Until he seen real apostles like Peter and the rest of them. Acts 8. Go read it in chapter 8. Acts chapter 8. And the people thought he was the one. He was the great one, right? And then he was doing sorcery and witchcraft, y'all. And then they saw Peter and them laying hands on people, the power of God, the real power of God to an extent. And because remember, this is all the story we have. This is a story, right? Just like they told me that story about that lady just wasn't true. I'm telling y'all, some of the shit in the Bible Paul told you is the story may not all be true either. But there was a sorcerer, and he was getting money from people, and they said he was helping people, and then he saw the apostles doing the real work of the Lord, right? And he said, hey, basically, I got some money, Peter. Can I pay you to get what you got? Peter said, you and your money gonna perish in hell, gonna burn, gonna perish, gonna do away with. You can't buy this from God. So everybody in the church trying to buy something from God, that's when I realized how demonic the church was, when I came across that scripture. If it ain't given to you freely, if it ain't something hey, you might deserve or earned in your life, you ain't out here walking with the anointing of God. You out here doing sorcery and witchcraft. Benny Hinn was doing it in the church for how many years? Until he got rich enough to tell you, hell, some of them people was pretending like their arm grew back. Some of them people was pretending like they couldn't walk. Peter Popoff too. Get the crutches and throw them over on one side of the church and run around the church like you damn crazy. I believe in miracles, but not the ones we seen on TV, especially not the ones in Africa where they be pouring powder on the people and the people be waking up in them coffins. You can see them laying in the coffin breathing. Baby, when I tell y'all gotta Google some stuff, you gotta know what's out there. This is what the people are doing, honey. But they be having that powdering on them caskets in Africa looking like ghosts, and they'll start walking around the casket, and all of a sudden, here comes somebody raising up from the dead. That's the devil. That's Paul. Paul said Jesus raised from the dead, raised in the flesh, the resurrection of the dead in the flesh. I said, these people better stop raising people up for they end up dead like Saul did and his two sons when he asked that woman in the Bible, can you dig up Samuel? Whatever Samuel did for David, Paul wanted him to do for him because he had screwed up with God. God let you be over the people and you going to do us dirty like the American government. And he told y'all, if y'all keep electing Paul and Saul and anybody else over you as your ruler and they don't do right by me, I'm going to consume y'all all. And y'all wonder why we are consumed people and why they are too. They more consumed than we are, but they got the power and the control and the laws. We got the law of God, but we don't want to implicate it because they told you to keep your God and to keep our state, which includes the modern day church, separate from your God and your kingdom. See, church and state go hand in hand. Church and state and the government work together from the Vatican. Don't get it twisted, people. You want to come over here and play devil? Let's play. Let's play. You got me all the way messed up, y'all. Back to Mr. Hicks, because he is interesting. I might say, I might add, I might even have an opinion about it. I don't know. I no. Get your feelings out of it, people. Stop choosing sides. Choose what's right for once in your damn life. Whether you believe it's the devil or whether you believe it's God. Decide what the hell it is you're going to do and do the best. Decide who you're going to worship and make the best of it. If somebody don't want your God, that's fine. But the God I know told me Lucifer was up in heaven and he got kicked out, and now him and his descendants is in the earth. And if that happens to be your Mr. Hicks, if that happens to be your Jesus, if that happens to be your American government, if that happens to be your Vatican, if that happens to be, then that's who I'm going to talk to. And I forgot the devil don't know how to talk back. He just run through here wreaking havoc and just, I'm the devil worshiper. I'm the devil worshiper. Because his head is crushed, been crushed since the days of the garden, okay? What am I even doing talking to you? You ain't even got a mouth to talk with. Your head is crushed. Remember, you used to be upright in that damn garden, but when you cause this alleged sin, what did the Lord tell you? Your days will be on your belly, slithering around here eating dust. Ain't that what that Bible say over there in the book of Genesis? So what the hell are you trying to stand up in my face for and even talk? Get back down on your damn belly and slither off some damn where. That's what you need to tell the devil and anybody that worship the devil, because in this instance, God and the devil has always been at war. They ain't, ever since he fell from wherever heaven he fell from, they've been at war. Now, there's people in this world that practice magic and do magic tricks and all that illusion and stuff. They ain't out here killing, stealing, and destroying people. People ain't coming up dead and missing allegedly. Who you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Delete all your messages. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm focused over here, and that's the way your ass should be. I'm sure the devil got some damn portal he trying to open up. Won't you go help him and see how that worked for you? Since you worship the devil, when the God sets his wrath on that ass, I want you to say, I worship the devil then. Right now, it looks like the devil winning because you ain't got enough of them fake-ass Christians in the world speaking the power of God on them demons, honey. But I think I got enough voice and enough energy in me where I could talk for the whole damn church. I ain't had me a good damn fight, good damn argument in about 40 damn years. Let me stop. Probably a little longer. I've been wanting to whoop the devil ass. We could be the main event. But it's not about you. It's about this man named Terrane Hicks, who people say practice dark lordism, say he's the devil, say he can disguise himself as the angel of light, get people to follow him, all allegedly. Let's get back to the article. Let's get back to the article. So he says, he says, you have a perceived villain who was a very good student at one point, and because of how occult he was, they were able to challenge the doctrine from which they learned. Hell, I'm able to challenge the Bible. I learned in church from the Bible, and I'm using the same Bible to whoop the devil ass right up in there. Hell, he caused me to fall in church one Sunday. I feel I can whoop his ass in church, right, with the very same Bible he gave to our ancestors to destroy them. They were once very good students of the Messiah. They were once very good students of the kingdom of heaven. They were once very good students of the Most High God. And now they batshit crazy in the church. You don't know who's who, the saints or the sinners up in that bitch. I'm serious now. Oh, devil, you want to romp with me, baby? Bring it on. 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 So they asked him, they say, it's amazing to see some of the work you have put forth. And no. Did we read this? And in which you have and continue to help others, both in local and global communities. What are some of the ways Dark Lordism has helped those that have sought your advice or magical expertise? Well, baby, we just read in that article whether it was a lie or not. She said, hey, it was going good until she found out he was sleeping with the aunt. And then it turned sour for the writer of that article, allegedly. All of it's allegedly. I told you sometimes you shouldn't even report on half this shit because you don't know if it's true or not. People will make lies up on themselves just to get talked about. It's all alleged. You don't know when a celebrity is telling the truth. You don't know who the hell. You don't know. You don't know. So he says, I have a YouTube channel called Dark Lordism in which I teach authentic occult science that can be applied in day-to-day life. My channel also ties into my Facebook group where there is a community of individuals in different stages of learning. In my online group, they are able to converse and help one another as a collective. In return for doing their homework, they see the results of the science being applied to their lives. And all I'm telling you to do with the Bible and with the parts we know is of God is apply it to your life. Don't be one of them ignorant people that just sit around and read the Bible all damn day. Apply it to your life, people who say you believe in God. In the same way his kingdom is building up because his students are there to learn. Why are you playing with the said church? Why are you playing with your relationship with God when this kind of energy is on the rise? Why? He's spelling it out for you. Church was supposed to be where we develop our character to go after the devil, and then everybody realize how the hell you gonna tear down the devil when it is the church itself. It's impossible. Beelzebub will never cast out Beelzebub. Ain't no divide in the kingdom of Satan. That's how they stand so big, y'all. But his students learn what the hell he teaching them, and they're applying it. Same thing with Vicky Dillard, y'all. Whatever magic she over there teaching, she says it comes with results. I won't be the one to try it out, but she says it's testimonies. People are getting results. Any damn thing you believe in, you can make it work for you, but doesn't mean it's right in the eyes of God. Some lawless people in this world have done away with God because getting rich, getting wealthy, getting married, having sex for the most part, it takes time in the kingdom. It ain't something, we rush into it too. But in the world, you get this a lot quicker. So people know how to get in the world, make these institutions, put a God over it, and the lost souls will follow. So then he goes on to say, This is WS. This is the interviewer. There's a passage about you in the Buddha Haman. Oh, Buddha Monicon that describes some of the altruistic characteristics of your nature. Man, listen. Hey, I wonder what kind of nature is that. I think that any mention of your work in media should stand as a historical reference for the future of your tradition. I feel the same way about my teachings. If y'all would ever get your head out the devil's ass and out the church, and y'all begin to listen to some of my teachings, I feel the same way. I'm just not going to go out there and deceive y'all with academies, with all of that. God equipped us when the Messiah came in the earth. We were equipped to withstand the wiles of the devil, the enemies, and all of that then. But what happened over time? Somebody got weak. Somebody stopped equipping us. Somebody stopped teaching it to us. And then all these generations later, God wakes people up and say, I want you to be one of the people woken up to the truth. What you gonna do? Sit back and go along to get along just because you want to belong in something or want people to accept you? I'm not going, y'all. I'm not going. It's not of God and it's wrong, y'all, but they have a right. Don't be talking about you 2.2 billion, 3 billion people deep as a Christian and out here living like the devil. I understand now that's where the devil sits on his throne. It makes sense to me now. But that don't mean he's God and he's sitting on that throne. And that's the problem with people in this world. They see the miraculous things God have done. They hear the stories about the children of Israel. Oh, damn, I may never ascend or make it to that level in God. It's easier for me to go out here and find some weak sheep and build my own empire like Paul did. But except he took the sheep from the kingdom of heaven and converted them into Christianities by beating the shit out of us. Hard labor, slavery, all that. So whether you worship the devil, you black, you worship God, you black. The same outcome for your ass is the same when it comes to Satan. You in it, you getting persecuted and punished by your own God. Dummies. Hey, dummy. I believe devil whooping y'all butt just as much as he trying to kick my butt. That guilty conscience, that desire to go kill, steal, and destroy, that desire to take another life. That how can you live with yourself, devils? I know you sleep well at night because that's your job, to kill, steal, and destroy. And y'all living up to it. But what I'm trying to get God's people, why y'all ain't living up or letting Holy Spirit raise you up and live in you, so it at least be an equal playing field. So we'll have at least the same amount of spirits in the world. They got theirs, we got ours. You were tricked by the church out of yours, and now it seems like we can't get back to where we was dominion, had rulership, was that's still available for us in the earth. It was never written in stone, not on the tablets of God anyway, that white European people gonna run the world. That's Beyonce shit. She put that in your head. She put that. Nobody, no devil gonna run the damn world forever. It was only supposed to be 1,000 years. But people like Terrane, they know how to take parts of the devil, make it look good, make it look appealing to. That's what deception is. That's what disguising yourself as an angel of light is. Then they get you in their good graces, and they be the first one to turn on you quicker than the devil himself, honey. You better watch it. You see Vicky Dillard out here fighting with everybody and angry and yelling and screaming. She had that damn garter belt on top of her head. I said, what? I got a picture of this somewhere. I said, Lord, 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 what is this world coming to? It's 11 o'clock. I'm getting my ass up off of here. I will see you guys back with the morning read. I will do a couple shorts tomorrow. I'm really liking them shorts. I got a couple thousand views off of them shorts. My own way of trying to explain a Bible verse in 15 minutes or give you some wisdom. I'm in 15 seconds. See how long I've been talking right now? Imagine me condensing this to 15 seconds. I've been doing pretty good with it though, y'all. I must say, if that person, if 17 outside, and when I clicked on the page, ain't no subscribers, ain't no record of none of this person nowhere. God sent the person to me 2 or 3 days ago and said, Drew, you've been on here longer than me. I'm monetized. Won't you get with the shorts? And I know the teachings I like to do are a little longer than the shorts, but I got the courage up. Matter of fact, I was sitting here and I was singing that song. What's the song I was singing? Oh hell, I damn forgot the damn song I was singing. It is yeah. If this world was good, you would see the real God all through this land. You be so kind to man. That is mankind. I was over here. I said, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be my first short. Got 1.5K. Hello. Hello. If this world was good. Hello. 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 See, if this world was good. All this shit, but it never gonna be good. God is on the throne, but the way these devils are out here seducing the masses, will it ever be good again? Will they ever be kind to us again? I mean, the devils sitting in the White House. See, you little devils jumping in the chat, you're not my assignment. For me, I feel like I always want to chop the snake head off at the top. Let's go to the Vatican. Let's go to the White House. They want to bring these ignorant 100 pastors to the White House. And what got done? Ain't none of them take the word of God. They all went with their devilish ass to sit down with a devil. You think they're going to really come up with some solutions for God's people? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Legion. Legion, Legion, who are you talking to? So he said, wait. There's a passage about, we read that. He said, first, I would like to say that in working with NEC or any high-level science, told you science is against God. He proved it. Thank you, Mr. Hicks. I've been telling you science is the biggest devil in the world. Thank you, Mr. Hicks. I rest my case. Hey, I knew if I kept reading, I'd come into something. Hey, Mr. Hicks, you have proven my case. I've been telling you science is the biggest devil in the world, biggest adversary against God. Ain't they out here trying to clone a human life, trying to clone that breath of life? The Big Bang thing, they up in the sky trying to have war with God, and God ain't even thinking about them. They scoping out, baby. They got all this money to be in space, trying to spy and gang stalk God, but they ain't got no money to feed your damn hungry ass kids. They ain't got no money for that. But science, he hanging out with the high level science. What science you hanging out with? The ones trying to make men have their period or have babies out the butt? What science is you hanging out with? The one trying to scope out the heavens up there? What science? What high level science, sir, is you with working with CERN? Who are you working with? What high level science? Tell you that science is wickedness seated in high places. Hey, when done correctly, you take on an altruistic nature mentality. It's the essence of being able to. Why I gotta do all that? Why can't I just sit here and have the spirit of God and be altruistic? Why can't I just take in the little instructions, obey the instructions that I was given, and be futuristic, be spiritualistic? What? Why? All this big word. The Messiah says, stop the vain babbling, stop all the talking. Don't be like the Pharisees and the scribes using T.D. Jakes language. And the damn people in the church don't even understand, know what the hell he talking about. Probably got their phone. What does this word mean? Damn, what does that word mean? Altruistic. Altering your mentality and your mind. It's the essence of being able to push yourself inward and be productive in teaching or helping the collective that truly makes this system last and stand the test of time in generations. See, for us, it's the word of God. Same today, yesterday, and forever. For them, it's all this conjuring up and all this developing and all this case studying. All how can they come against God? How can they draw people into this? How can they put it before the masses like Paul put the church before the masses and get you to believe it? Hey, free will. So, can you share with us an experience or two that you have had with the Simon NEC, which really turned out to be a life lesson? Definitely, he says. A lesson of learning the value of secrecy. Told you, secret societies. As someone initiated into this high level science, well, goddamn, it sound like Scientology to me. What the hell is you? What high level science? What branch of science are you working at, sir? Houston ain't got a problem. Heaven, God, I told you, heaven got a problem. These people don't like you down here, and they do it all they can to destroy your creation. What high level science and secrecy? You learn from these entities, Lord, that secrecy and clearance are extremely important. Secrecy and clearance are extremely important. There are secrets I can never share with anyone, and at times that can be very lonely. Hell, I ain't gotta be secret, and I'm out here on the rooftop, the cherubim, the chariot. And when God raised you up above the wickedness and the demonicness and the ignorance, it's a little lonely too, sir, over here. But you don't see me conjuring up nothing. You don't see me wreaking havoc on the damn world. I do well in my loneliness. Or hey. You don't see me trying to get in with science. You don't, and I liked science when I was in school, but then when you grow up and you realize, oh shit, science is that devil. For real, for real. Everything God say, this is in place, this my creation. They said, no, it ain't. We flipping the ties on you. We're going to do it our way and mimic everything the Lord did and make people believe more in science because they got rid of the voice of God in the earth, okay? Pay attention, y'all. These are secrets I can never share with anyone. Keep that shit to yourself, bro. And at times, they can be very lonely. I love to share knowledge and insight with people. So for me, that's a lesson in itself. And then they say, in what ways do you think the Chaldean? No, they didn't mention Chaldean. Oh no, they ain't in the land of Ur. What the hell they doing over there in Chaldees? Chaldees. The Chaldean, the land of the Chaldeans. The Gnosis could greatly assist melanated people further their growth. Melanated people don't need to grow no more. Melanated people need to turn from their wicked ass ways, turn from this wicked shit, face the Lord God again, humble themselves, repent, come from amongst the wickedness. That's what melanated people got to do. But Jesus got y'all so screwed up in church, y'all don't even want to trust God again. You're finding other ways to help melanated people. And all melanated people need to do is get the devil away from them. Resist the devil. Resist. Simply resist. I sat here. I read all of this. Now, who the hell calling me this time of night? I read all of this. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. And I don't feel the need to go join his high-level science. I don't feel the need to go join no high-level science. I don't feel the need to go run out and DM this man and jump. No, I know. You stay, you there, sir, respectfully. And I'm over here, sir, respectfully. But I'm reading this because I want you to see, no matter what article they put in front of me, I'm going to show you how it goes against God for the most part. Chaldean mysticism. They don't want that Chaldean mysticism. They want that Abraham covenant blessing that came from the land of Urs of the Chaldees. That's what they want. They want that. Whatever God gave Abraham and promised to Abraham, that's what they want. That's what they want. The Chaldean mysticism eliminates dependency from the individuals that practice it. Oh, what was the question? What was the question? In what ways do you think the Chaldean gnosis could greatly assist melanated people further their growth? If white people, black people don't stop talking to white people about the growth of black people, that's your problem right there. I don't give a damn if you serve the devil or God. White people don't have the answers to your damn problems. Except if you believe in science. Science told you I got the answer for everything. They can't save your soul. Science cannot save your soul. Science cannot save your soul. Science cannot save your soul. How has your work with the Simon Net, I'm gonna call it NEC, helped you in some of your life affairs and relationships with your family and friends? Now this way gonna get a little deep, dark, downright dirty, baby. Because some of them relationships we done heard about, lie or truth, baby, need a whole lot more than some damn Simon NEC. You need a baptism. You need a revival. You need a quenching of the Holy Spirit. You need a Hail Mary here and a Hail Mary there. Here a Mary, there a Mary, everywhere a Mary, Mary. Baby, if y'all don't stop playing with God. Hey! So what do you say? What do you say? Well, I will say that there's a deep level of respect from family. You damn right. I bet it is. I bet it is. Especially if you hitting them up with some of that ritual money over there, like, ooh, you the man, huh? Because black people think money is the answer to all things. Just because the Bible said it, if it's true, why they ain't printing off some of them Benjamins at the Federal Reserves and giving you reparation to help you answer some of your problems? If y'all, that Bible said in the Old Testament, drink, eat, be merry, be cheerful, rejoice. Money answer all things, baby. Where? Where? Where does money answer all things in America? If money answer all things, hell, you think they try to clean up the pandemic, right? Oh, but it was their money. I ain't getting into all that. No, no, no. Where does money answer all things? Y'all think when somebody died, give them money. Somebody in the hospital, give them money. Somebody get married, give them money. Somebody get divorced, give them money. Somebody have a baby, give them money. Give them money. Just because that Bible say money answer all things, Mammon said, oh, since God said money answer all things, I bet you the melanated people ain't gonna get none. I bet you the melanated, and then melanated people got to hook up with Mr. Hicks in order to get some dollars flowing in, live straight from the pits of hell. God says, I give you power to get wealth. Now, I know the world is clogging up avenues for you to get there. For me, YouTube, it's a bunch of hindrances. It's a bunch of persecution. It's a bunch of people come over here, hear me talk, but I'm not entertaining enough for them, so they don't subscribe. But I want to see which entertainer gonna save your damn soul when it comes to you having to face your deal, your immortality when that time comes, or your problems and your trials and tribulations in the earth today. I want to see which entertainer gonna step up and do that for you. That's what black people problem is. You always want to be entertained. Always want to be wooed and cooled. That's your problem. We almost done with this article, y'all. I'm going to wrap it up. It was very interesting, though. I was able to rebuttal a little bit unbiasedly. Still don't hate this man. Don't give a damn who he worship or what he's doing. I'm talking to the people of God. If there's any of you left out here, the same way these people are building up their empires, how come we can't rebuild the way cities? How come we can't rebuild the kingdom of heaven right here in the earth? Don't tell me, oh, it ain't never gonna happen. Just do what we have. No. Y'all need to turn from your wicked ways. All of you, even you, Mr. Hicks, and repent. Unless you're the people that oppose God, want to be God, don't care about God, and came after the workings of Satan with all signs and power, lying wonders, then you go right ahead with your badass and do what you got to do. But don't force this shit on nobody. Don't put a decree out. You either die, or you either follow Mr. Hicks or you die. You know, you did that with Jesus. Ain't nobody putting a decree on nobody no damn more. You want to follow the devil? Follow the devil. Make it work for you. Make it work for you. But don't be out here playing with Don't be out here playing with nobody's soul. Don't play with nobody's soul. And Mr. Hicks, I'm gonna ask you, don't be wooling, cooling these women. Don't play with nobody's soul. Don't play with their heart. Don't deceive these people, yo. If you think what you got is good, let it come from a place of goodness, but ain't no goodness in wicked activity. But again, to me, it may be wicked because that's not what I believe or worship. To you, it may be God because that's what you believe. Anything you believe, you're going to make it work for you. That's it. That's all. He says, well, I say that there's a deep level of respect for my family, friends, as well as other sorcerers. Simon Peter, chapter 8. Peter told that sorcerer, you and your money gonna perish. Baby, it's all what you believe. They can innately sense a depth in my energy in which they would like to inquire and learn about. Baby, I would, Mr. Hicks, I wish people would feel my passion over here about God. Except for I ain't gonna be sticking my phone number out there for everybody to contact me. I ain't in everybody DMs trying to be like, oh, I'm the next best thing on the rise. I ain't trying to get in the bed with everybody for God to raise me up. Sorry, you ain't gonna do it. But I wish my family, my family know how passionate I am about this God thing and the devil and just the ignorance of black people. I told you it ain't even about the devil or God for me at this point. They position it's black people in the ignorance thereof and the choices we keep making based off of all this religion from way back then. They know I wish I wish hell I did a free survey asking people what your God is, what your God name is. Everybody out here, God. Go take the survey. It's on my community wall. It's a free Google form. You ain't got to pay $44, 144,000. You ain't $4.04. Find out where you are spiritually, and you might put on there, "The devil is my God," and that's your truth. At least I know when I'm dealing with people or when I see you come in my chat, like old boy said he's the devil, I know how to respond to him. Don't pretend like you sheeps in wool clothing coming over here like, in disguise. Let people know who you are. Give them an opportunity to make a choice to deal with you or not. Don't do what the Satan and the devil and everybody did, disguise themselves as an angel of light, and we all think it's from God. Deceive like a mug. Tell people like this man is doing right here. I practice high level science. I practice this. I do dark lordism. People can go in. Same thing with relationships. Don't lie and say you don't have no woman or you're not married. Women will still date you. Tell the truth. Let people know. Don't deceive people into your good graces and then drop the bomb. Oh, well, XYZ. No, you could have said that from the beginning. That's the kind of honesty I want from people. Would I be able to stand and have a conversation and laugh and joke with this man right here? Hell yeah. But sir, when you start pulling out your high level shit and you start getting in that circle with all that, I don't know if it was blood or candles. You say you don't drink the blood, but I seen a picture of you in some red and it was some cow. When you start doing all that right there, that's when we gonna have to break up the gathering. No more breaking bread. No more communion. I see you when you done. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat everybody food. Don't eat everybody. Drink everybody Kool-Aid. No, I'm good. I'm okay. That's how you got to deal with people. You serve the devil, or you're still a person. Respect, but I don't worship the devil. So why are we even in the same room? Why is we even in the same world together? We have to be the wheats and the tares. Don't let the tares overtake you, wheat. Don't let the tares overtake you. So WS says it's like 3 or 4 more back and forth quotes here. It certainly takes a degree of fearlessness for a man of color. See, this is why I don't like people, a man of color. Why can't it just be a man? Even though he worshiped the devil, I don't. He's a man. Why can't it just be a man? A fearless man to step forward, because they never gave black, although we had credit prior to them taking over, they don't think we have it in us. Whether you worship the devil or God, it certainly takes a degree of fearlessness for a man, for a black man, to step forward as an occultist. He's right about that. Not, I know a lot of y'all devils sitting behind Hicks like, damn, I'm glad somebody. I got tired of this Jesus shit. Now I'm trying to tell you, don't get tired of God. You can get tired of the church, but don't. How can I say this, y'all? Don't fall so far by the wayside that you lose sight of who God really is and what God really did before all this came on the scene. So he says to him, oftentimes you may find yourself being blocked in the same manner that white employees resent receiving discipline from a black supervisor. Baby, and I told you white people would never worship a black Messiah. They resented the fact that he was even of color. They resented the fact how his hair was, how he looked, how his skin was. And I told you before, white people worship a black Messiah, they'll kill him on the cross and tell you God told you it was supposed to be that way, and glorify his crucifixion and make you think it's of God. They not going to worship nothing black, y'all. They didn't do it with him then, and they're not trying to do it now. This man, hello, read, listen to what you read, y'all. You've been blocked in the same manner that white employees resent receiving discipline from a black supervisor at a job. Well, there's quite few more black supervisors in the world today. And white people don't like the fact that some people own their own companies and businesses, and they got to deal with black people at the CEO level. Absolutely. But you see the comparison he just made here? Just like white employees don't want to worship a black supervisor, you think the Roman Empire wanted to bow down to a damn black Messiah? That's why this race war go on, y'all. That's why it's a continuation. It's all about race now, because God chose a ragtag tribe of 12 people for the Messiah. He only chose one of the 12 brothers, but I'm saying collectively, the Messiah came out of Judah. But Judah, in essence, is the 12 tribes, if you get what I'm saying. They not going to worship you, y'all. Didn't that Bible tell you today that whoever is the God of the church want heaven to bow down to it, want us in the earth to bow down to it, and want the underworld? Mr. Hicks, you better bow down to the church, because Jesus said even the underworld gonna confess that he is Lord. Do you, one of them secrets you have is that you know Jesus is the devil of the church? Is that a secret you got, sir? You just said you keep secrecy and you can't tell nobody what the hell it is. Is Jesus the devil of the church? Hello? I'm ignoring my chat right now. Y'all could dead that shit right there. I'm talking to Mr. Hicks. Y'all could flood it. Y'all could do what you want to do. YouTube, they over here harassing and bullying me, YouTube. Or is it you, YouTube, doing the harassing and the bullying? Where all these bots come from all of a sudden, YouTube? YouTube, how demonic are you, YouTube? And why you let people get bullied on your platform, YouTube? How come you do bullying on your platform? Do you get striked? Do you get demonetized? Do you get shit taken away from you, YouTube? Why you like the American government writing rules into regulations, and then when they harass and bully and do and break your rules, you let them get away with it, YouTube? See, birds of a feather and the devils stick together. They flock together, y'all. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. I'm trying to teach. Look, this is simple over here. It's simple, y'all. Freaking simple. It's nothing hard to this, y'all. Maybe if you get away from all your extracurricular activities and sit down with God or your devil, you realize it ain't as complex as these people wrote it in the script. It's not. Submit to God, resist the devil, he will flee. Oppose God, try to be God, and turn everybody into devils. That's the only two roads you got in this world, okay? Be God, love God, obey God, do what's right by God, or go against God and try to turn the whole world against God. That's the only time I told you I'm going to choose a side. Straight down the middle, no chaser. I chose God. But do I go around disrespecting people who worship Wiccan and all that? No. Just don't force it upon nobody. Me especially, because I'm only responsible for my soul. Can't choose for you what you want to worship and believe in. But that's the way, that's why the world is looking the way it is. It's unbalanced. Those who was in the kingdom of heaven got put in the church by force. The violence took it by force and suffered it so. Now y'all stuck in this place called the church and don't know if to keep following the devil into something else or turn from your wicked ways and follow God again. But you were trained that your God is the church. Come on, y'all. Y'all won't make it make sense. Nah, just stop being stupid and ignorant, yo. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. So, check this out. He says in the same conversation, what were some, after he said about the black supervisor? I'm glad they came up. It's the same thing with white people in the black Messiah or children of Israel. Forget God and the Messiah. They don't even want to worship or respect the fact that God dealt with the children of Israel. We getting rid of all of that. The only thing we gonna do is keep the Hebrew language. We gonna let everybody know that it was translated from Hebrew first to Greek to Latin. Hebrew, Greek to Latin. Hebrew, 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 Hebrew. Why does it even exist, the language or the translation out from Hebrew, if the people don't? Knock it off. I told you we the only people in America that lost our native tongue, our African tongue. A lot of people in the islands and this side of Africa still have an African, if not Hebrew dialect mixed with the Queen, mixed with Portugal, mixed with Spain, mixed with French, because those were the colonizers. And damn it, the time you get a little bit of money and you want to move from America, most people go to Portugal, Spain, France, and freaking the UK or Canada. Don't nobody take their black ass, not a lot of us anyway. Some have started going back to Africa, but you take all yours and go to the colonizers. Is it colonizers or colonizers? Colonizers. I don't know where the hell that came from, but the colonizers, okay? It says, what were some of the challenges that you had to overcome in order to become a pillar in the NEC tradition? Same thing Tom Hanks had. No, 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 no. Tom Cruise, right, was in Scientology. Same thing. Well, no, what's the other one? What's the other one? Used to play Three Men and a Baby with what's his name? That wasn't Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise played Top Gun. Remember Three Men and a Baby? He played alongside Ashton Kutcher. What the hell is his name? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. The white guy allegedly had AIDS, called AIDS or whatever. What is his name, y'all? Is it Tom Cruise? I don't know. I ain't putting no bad mouth on nobody. But same thing he had to do in Scientology. Same thing other people gotta do. Sell they soul, kiss a little bit of ass, pretend like they like white people or pretend to like black people, disguise himself as an angel of light, work his way up the ranks, seduce people. That's what they do. That's what they do. He said occultism in essence is melanated. Lord have mercy. He said occultism in essence is melanated. The origins stem from melanated culture and people. There are no challenges. I gotta challenge myself to read the rest of this. We almost done, y'all. I'm being silly now. I'm tired. I didn't work the double shift today, messing with the 5 women in 1 man series. Lord have mercy. I entertained myself though. I really did. Oh, there are no challenges. Occultism, in essence, is melanated. The origins stem from melanated culture and people. Somewhere deep down in Africa, he ain't lying. Somewhere deep down in the motherland, in the motherland, in the motherland. But the northern part of Africa, we rock more with the Messiah and with God. Israel is Africa. Saudi Arabia. You cannot have northwest, east, and south and call somewhere Middle East. You know, we call it Midwest, sure, because that's we here in America. But when it comes to the ends of the world, you got north, you got south, you got the west, you got the east. Ain't nothing middle of nowhere, honey. Before the Pangea, Africa was all one continent over there. All of it was one continent. The only one that's salty about that is the Europeans. You see, Jesus. They was always jealous of the melanated, okay? Challenges. They just told you, hell, white people don't want to worship a black supervisor or give us credit for that, let alone anything black to do with spirituality. Some white people worship the Orishas, I'm sure, I believe. But when it came to those Romans and the people of that day, they saw the Messiah and said, oh, you sent from God. Hey, hey. God done played a trick on us right about now. We gonna send you back to God, but you gonna go way up the ground. We gonna put you so far down in there. We gonna hope Aziel under the earth, the underworld, tear you up, Messiah. You know what? He went down there and he bound the strong man in his own house. You tell them next time they call you evil, that's what Jesus said. Go over there and read the book of Matthew. I don't remember, 12:26-29. He'll tell you about the devil and how you got to go down in his house and bind the strong man before you can spoil his possessions. Y'all read the same Bible I read? Or have you read the Bible? And out here believing people that didn't even know. Whether you down with God or not, they say that is the fundamental key, basic instructions before leaving earth. If you don't read nothing else, just read it to see what's in it and go from there. You may keep doing what you're doing. You may go worship the devil. You may come back around and worship God. Read it to see what the hell you do for yourself. Don't take nobody else's word for it. Here we go. Only a couple more, y'all. So it says, what can we expect to hear of Terrane Hicks in the future? You can expect more of what I've been doing. See? Opening up portals, allegedly. That's what high level science do, bitch. I don't give a damn what nobody say. High level science is the CERN. I don't care what nobody say. High level science is some old stuff going on. But he gonna keep doing it, y'all. So the interviewer says, how can our readers learn more about Dark Lordism and the NEC tradition from your vantage point of membership? Any final thoughts? To learn more about Dark Lordism, you can subscribe to his channels. I seldom take on new gate walking students, although I have quit a few students. Email me. His email is there. If the energy seems to fit and you meet all vetting requirements. I told you. He said you gotta be vetted. I told you our ancestors should have vetted Paul and vetted the church and vetted the American government before you go out signing up for some shit. Talking about this is what our ancestors wanted. Not all ancestors. And with that being said, here's your Mr. Hicks. Look like a praying man. Warlock Asylum. Y'all do what's best for your spirit. And like I said, don't trust everybody with your soul. Don't trust everybody with your soul. I still got one person. Mr. Hicks, is that you? You sent all these bots over here. Knock it off, sir. You seem like whatever you're doing may be a good thing for you. You don't want to mess it up, dear Lord. God have mercy. You just leave me the hell alone. I was just doing commentary. I told that the article seemed all right. Somebody jumped in my chat and said, hey, that story was a lie. Out of respect for Nino, I stopped reading it because it was becoming a little bit repetitive. I had got out most of the good points or good reading points I saw. I will link everything down below. All right, I'll link everything. Everything gonna be linked down below. Okay. Now, who was that called my phone and hung up? Who called my phone? That was your Mr. Hicks. Oh, that was the devil on the phone with Alexis Ware. Talk to me, honey. Talk to me, Mr. Hicks. It was a pleasure. God bless y'all. Ciao. Oh, hell already broke loose. What the hell you talking about? Vicky Spirit Team. You done lost your rabbit ass mind. Devilish ass mind. Y'all, it's been real. I'm about to take it down for the night. I was gonna make this into 2 videos. I made it 1 video to wrap up the series. We are done. Of course, we'll be following the little Alexis Ware case to see if Mr. Hicks got anything to do with that melanated body over there. I'm not sure, y'all. No accusations here. Do the best you can, y'all. No matter what you believe, you're responsible for your own soul at the end of the day. All right? I believe that. I don't know where it's at in the Bible, but I believe you're responsible for your own soul. Look how many souls have lost their life in the church. Look how many souls have lost their lives to the devil. Look how many souls come up missing. They don't have no God in them. Make bad decisions. Do the wickedness. Alright? Some people love that though, y'all. See how they messing with my music? Don't. I just be playing when I say that. There do be some interference, but yeah. So we learned a little bit about Mr. Hicks. We learned a little bit about some of the people that he may know in his life. They didn't deny the fact that he didn't know Natasha, he didn't know Porsha, he didn't know the writer of the article. But some of the things she said in there was not true. Overall, we had Alexis Ware, Alexis Star Hicks have the last name is him, Tia Hicks have the last name is him, Tajay Baker, he denied it. Porsha, they say it's not true. What do you think? Sound off in the comments. Be respectful. See, the devil ain't respectful. Nino, thank you for coming through. But the rest of this in my chat. Mrek, thank you for coming through. All this Vicky Spirit team, Vicky. If I find out that's you over here, Vicky, I'm not coming for you, girl, but I promise you, if I'm gonna get Queen Amadaya Shakur on your ass. That's what you gotta do. People come at Vicky, they say you be in the chat trolling. Vicky, if this is you, I've been nothing but respectful, but I'm not getting on the magical school bus with you today, okay? If you over here trolling, I would have rather you came as yourself. We had an adult womanly conversation. All this Vicky Spirit team, go Vicky, go Vicky, go Vicky, go. Go as high as you want. But just like Lucifer, that old wicked ass flesh ain't getting into heaven. I think you're going to get stopped at the pearly gates, girl. I'm trying to tell you something. And when you start off in God and end up somewhere else, it may not always work out for you. Don't be over here trolling me, shit. With that being said, y'all, you've been watching Religion Week TV. Lord have mercy. I better not have lost a subscriber, please. I put in damn near since 6:30 this morning. I've been working at this thing all the damn day long. Paul said he labored day and night to get Christianity up and running. So you think we gonna play and take time off? I want to see the kingdom of heaven again, y'all. It's still here. It's masked by the church. The people in the church need to wake up. Pastors need to tell the truth. People need to believe in God again. Shout out to Red Pill. She came over and checked out the Psalm a Day series and said she loved the Psalms. And I was like, I'll get up and try to sing some for you every now and then. I be doing that in my spare time. I'm not the singer. You may not like my voice, but I could take that Bible and do what God has allowed me to do with it. And I could sing a little bit of the Psalms, the shorter verses, when it be having more than 8 verses or something. But I'll never be able to sing Psalms 119. It got over 150 some odd verses, 188 some odd verses. But the shorter ones, you always have a melody. You always have a song in your heart. You always, at least for me, that's what got me writing songs, making up my own lyrics, taking songs already out there and putting what I know of God in there and just making it my own, singing it, humming it in here, all right? With that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Have a good evening. Shout out to the one person. I don't know who you are, but God bless you. Whether you believe in me or you over here taking notes or whatever it is, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was live for about 5 hours and you was in the chat, so I might get 5 hours of watch time. I appreciate it. But not only that, just because people don't come back to you and say, oh, you helped me, or oh, you know what you said, I believe that you're getting something out of it, even if you take it back to your audience and act like God gave it to you, Vicky, because I know that's your ass in the chat. You're going to have a private seminar. Baby, anybody in that seminar, if Vicky Diller do a seminar, webinar, whatever she do, and you hear some of Religion Link TV over there, it's because she was in my chat tonight. Now, I'm only joking, y'all. Y'all know I don't got no problem with y'all. But that's it. Let me stop sharing. Let me tired. I'm freaking tired. Hat come off. I hate the fact like I gotta sit 4 to 5 feet away from the camera and it still only get from the head up or whatever. I'll work on buying another webcam, but for now that's good. Good night. God bless you. I'll see you in the morning with the morning read, a couple of shorts. Yeah, we really don't have no major content other than keep pressing toward the high prize of the Most High calling over here, getting the word of God as much as we can. We ain't making no cliques, we ain't making no cults, we ain't writing no books, and not marketing. I could do all that, did all that before I came on YouTube. I got on here to share the word of God. I thought there was at least 1,000 people. I'm lying. 144, 143, 999. You might be one of them. So let's say 143,998 people out there, along with you and I, to make up this 144. It may come, it may not come, but I'm doing my part. Y'all got to do y'all part, okay? And we'll see some change. We'll see some change. I'm getting tired. I'm tired. Good night. 69mega.com. Don't nobody want your old sour pussy. God have mercy on me. Don't nobody want to come in your damn day and say, don't nobody want nothing from you. Man, if y'all don't stop. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm getting silly now. Sleepy. I gotta catch up on some YouTube videos because I do watch y'all. I don't drop down in your chat, but I do watch. Hey, and I choose to comment on what I want to comment. That's what I was gonna tell you in 2 or 3 videos ago. I jumped down and Vicky doing chat. Vicky was, and I never did this before. I told you I got mad love for her and watched her for years. But Vicky changed a little bit, and it's okay to identify the change. We all see it. She was saying, "Oh, look at me! I interviewed a rapper." I said, "Well, I'll be there." Hey, if by any chance, this is what y'all gonna think of. By any chance, do you interview children of God? Do you want to interview a child of God? I was being a little petty, like, hell, you out here interviewing rappers. I thought when you ascended, yeah, you around the Dr. Mayats and all that. I thought you was gonna bring and start interviewing. Rappers could be righteous, rappers could be full of wisdom. But Vicky want to be in the world, y'all. She never had that opportunity. She was married, what I could see. She was hooked up in real estate. She went to prison for about 5 years, got out, fell on YouTube, said she did some activism. She never had that girly girl life like I did when I was the dance hall queen. Still is. That little arthritis though, you can't whine like you want to, little son. But she never had that party girl life, and it's not that she's going down that road. I hope I don't see her in the damn club with Jay-Z and Beyonce. And if so, kudos to her. That's the road she want to travel. But don't start on the narrow road and end up on the broad road. Baby, it's hard to make that transition. It's easier to have been on the broad road and find your way to the narrow. Once you've been with God, you start your ministry out on God, and then you out in the world. To me, she never had that girly girl attention. She even said one of her stylists now told her she need to start dressing a certain way. But prior to that, she looked like one of them frumpy women in the church. She said she wore thrift clothes. Like I told you, I go get some of my name brand from the consignment shops, Goodwill, Pop. There's blessings out there for you without breaking the bank. But it's like she's living her best life right now. Ain't nobody mad at you. Don't you want to interview a child of God? You're ascending to the school of magic. Don't you want to interview a child of God? No, she don't. She don't want nothing to do with guys. I don't even think she liked my comment or responded. But if that was you, Vicky, what the hell her name was? Vicky's Spirits. Vicky's spirit may have gone to the 666. That's what you putting in my chat. It might have had. But I was messing with her a little something. From a place of purity. Wasn't like, don't you want to interview a child of God? I heard you preach for years. God, God, God. Now she's pushing Terrane Hicks. Now she's pushing magic. Is money there? People are getting accolades, acknowledged. Remember, God said you don't want recognition from men. Yeah, you people that say, oh, your hair is nice or this or that. Recognition spiritually, you don't need all that from people. You got it from your Father in heaven. Remember that. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Vicky? Yeah, it should be ascending somewhere. Don't be over here trolling. And with that being said, Alexis Ware, Alexis Star Hicks, Tia Hicks, Tajay Baker, Porsha, Vicky Dillard, the twin sister of Porsha, Natasha. That's 7 women in some way, shape, or form. Alexis Ware is still on the fence. Bald head black guy she was last seen with. Could be a rumor. Could be somebody in the case trying to make it seem like it could be Mr. Hicks because of the voodoo and all of that stuff. I'm not really sure. But we did prove that 2 of them had the last name. One of them he denied. That was Taji. Alexis, we're not sure if there's any connection or not. Porsha, he know the sister and knew the family, but the story that was told in that petition was a lie based off a family member that came in the chat. So I think we did what we wanted to do. It took us 5 videos to do it in a 16-hour shift. But with all the research, pulling things, my computer going slow, I think we had a pretty good productive day over here, y'all. I can't give you this much time and energy. I actually like the 15-minute shorts. I'm gonna try to find as much as I can do. Maybe I'll get on here and sing Miss Red Pill a couple of damn psalms to give you some content. But this is it. Whatever come up, whatever we feel like talking about, if we could make it a series like this, if there's this much information. If not, it shouldn't take more than an hour or so to meet our quota for the day or whatever. It's not really a quota. I mean, I can post as much as I want or as less as I want. But we'll figure it out. We got the Proverbs, the Psalm a day keeps the devil away. We got Proverbs will keep the foolishness away or something like that. That's gonna be starting probably Sunday. Either I'll read it or just put it on the community board and you guys can go over there, click the link and read it yourself. But I do like reading. I do like looking at that Bible. I do like commentating on it. I don't always say the same thing about the Bible. I could read something today. Spirit will give me this to say. Read it next year. It may be something different. You never know. So what else? I think that's it. I think that's it.